Testing 1, 2, 3.
So they've actually got screen time for storylines.
Because that is a replica of the MRF days. Yeah, but it's got it's not bad though when you're batting with it. I miss it anyway. I'll bring the 100-year-old. Right. That's right. I've got some band-aids. Yeah. The 80-year-old.
There it is. Band-aid.
Sit. Stay.
It's going to be a dog ranger.
Oh, it's got cold.
It was short. Take some honey. I'll take some here.
Alright.
I wish I could have seen that catch. I was missing this period in the vibe. I was just constantly gripping. That's not happy. I finally got it. That's a good shot. It's all good. I mean, right now it's all psychological. I'm not feeling the pain. Next time when
I'm hoping my diving stops.
Right. That mic is hot.
आपने मेरे को पता है मेरे को जैसे आउट किया लास्ट टाइम बैटिंग को मेरे को देखते हो आप जिसके से सब तो फिर जैसे विकेट कौन सी बार है क्या व्हाट्स योर एडवाइस
All right, let's go, boys.
Come on, boys! Come on, champ! Get over there! Come on, continue the momentum from where we left! I'm gonna yell something to the mic.
They're going to take batting just
He's champ all of us.
It doesn't matter.
good partnership. Good partnership. And a very
Like, Tommy, he hates me when I say
Easy, easy.
Come on, just
Tommy hates it when I'm saying easy. Go on, boat. Yeah, go on.
Have you got yours?
Well, he didn't do anything in the first game anyway, so.
This is now. It's now. And streaming.
Hey boys.
guys are so key for me when he gets for you at the moment.
उस मैच में मुझे ऐसा मेरा भी थोड़ा अच्छा था एनीवे अच्छा खेला नहीं किया
They can call the one you went up for. It's met. That's the one I've heard that. You're on now.
तेरा बॉल कट करना लाइक अगर तू लाइन पे सही डालता है तू एक लेग साइड के ऊपर फ्लॉपी बॉल डाल दे जो
वो मारा ही नहीं ना, तो मैं सोचा मारेंगे तो विकेट जाएगी नहीं तो
You on the chase? You'll see British over will get the commentary box.
पता था कि 120 130 बना रहे थे, ये इनको चेस करने में दिक्कत आई, लेकिन आज ऐसा क्या हुआ 120 समथिंग को चेस करना
Wait. Yeah, it'll be low BS. Leave the charm to me. Yeah, I'll leave the charm to you, mate. You leave the banter and humour to me.
इसको मैं हम लोग घर पे देख रहे थे ना श्वेता को बोलता था आफ्टर विल बी द गेम चेंजर पहले गेम से ये गेम चेंजर उसका फील्डिंग
Yeah, it's good.
नहीं उसका स्टॉपिंग ही बहुत अच्छा
Testing.
Testing and testing.
Thank you very much.
Unforgettable in every way.
Arun
Oh my god, am I playing?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that one. Kicking. Falling gracefully. Falling gracefully. No, Bell's name. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that one.
No, until the doctor said
It's here. He kept it here somewhere. You looking for the score sheet? It's here. Troy, where's the score sheet from previous score? अपने बैटिंग की अच्छी मेरे चले यार
Actually get better. Wasn't, so then I went to the doctor and physio. Too bad. It's the
आप बार बार स्टेप आउट करते हैं मैं छक्का मार नहीं लास्ट बॉल है हार्ड बॉलर है वही
play, physio. Don't forget. It is what it is.
वो पूरी टीम ने वो अकेले
I'll live.
बैट्समैनशिप रेड किया था फाइनल्स में मेरे वही वर्क कर रहा था मैं बोला कि वो कहते हैं
So with DK, Manchu.
And we had a pretty good season, but we
Going to
just
interview the sauce.
Oh yeah. That is the true guest commentator here.
what a crackling sound of the
Off she goes. Off she goes.
Don't get injured before the innings starts.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, they do.
All of them?
Yeah.
And the alcohol wipe on the cut always stings a little bit.
I think produce gets chicken and vegetarian to bring down.
Michael, did you post the result?
Yeah,
The last
he's
one?
getting some food.
Did you post the results somewhere?
We realised there's too much beef here.
We had a good season. Boys, come in. Boys, come in, everyone. Everyone, come in.
Had the capability, but the fact that we didn't get blown out was
We couldn't find the tipping point. Like we were so much in the game and we just didn't know how to finish the game.
but luck just didn't fall our way. Such things happen.
Especially the first match was a game to win. Like second game was okay. First game again only was a game to win.
Yeah.
We lost it. Winnable situation.
Yeah.
And 2 games versus Canberra. Let's go!
We sure gave them a run for their money.
कुछ ऐसा कुछ तो डील होगा ना रखो सामने
Yes, and I welcome everyone back to the Mint Oval. You've got Ollie Vincent on the mic right now. Guest commentating with me as well will be Jack again, and we've got Troy on the barbecue, firing up the sauce. We've got Pixel over here in the corner as well, going mad for the burgers. Good crowd out now. So we've had the toss, and City will be bowling. City, why am I calling them City? Bonley fans. Let's give them their real title. Bonley fans bowling. No idea what the bowling or batting lineup's going to be. Batter's already striding out. I don't even know what tee we're playing. Let's see. Let's find out.
So what, do we have to go over there?
Troy, who are we even playing?
We're playing a team called Thunderstorms. If you're a long-time fan of bowling fans, you would remember roughly around this time last year in a final for the same competition and cup. It was bowling fans versus Thunderstorms. So just a bit of trivia there.
I do remember that. That was a huge day.
Yeah.
That was a great day.
I remember you having a fair few consumptions of drinks that day as well. That was huge.
That match was brought to you by Ollie Vincent's homebrew.
And rockets.
And roads. I think it was the Black Ankle extra hoppy pale ale that day. Just going to put the sausages on the mic. This is a treat. It's a bit of ASMR for the fans at home. Absolutely delicious. Oh, it's the only warm thing around here today. Play's about to kick off. I don't actually have any co-commentators. Jack's wandering over there in the opposition camp for no apparent reason, in his gorgeous Bonley fans purple hoodie. Vic's here. Welcome.
Hello guys.
Special comments from the Supercoach.
Yeah. I will again not move my place because it has been proven lucky on several instances. So gonna be here watching the game, holding my position, hoping that everything goes.
Vic, are you going to put a helmet on and then not take it off?
When Pasco's batting.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's good.
Batting, yeah.
Vic, obviously not a big enough fan to come out for the semi-finals, but I'm glad he's here now. Jack, welcome back, mate.
It's good to be back, Ollie. Thank you.
Going to kick off. Who we got? Pasqualoni.
Okay.
Oh no.
Michael, who we also should mention is responsible for for us for being possible to live stream this game today. So we want to thank him for that.
He's a technical master, but he's not taking the opening ball. I thought he was for a second. We got Pushka behind the stumps again. He proved his worth in the previous game, I think you'd say. Although, were there a few missed stumpings? Is that what I heard?
Well, only early on because he was a little rusty just because he hadn't kept in a while, but he seems to have found his rhythm now. So I think he's, nicely set in.
I suppose when you bowl the opposition out for 40 odd, it doesn't really. Oh, mix up already. Not the best throw. Busker there in gully.
First ball drama. So,
it may be 3 degrees, but I've cracked a Melbourne bitter. There's a carton around for anyone here at the ground.
Well, sometimes you need some carbs to help you stay warm.
That's it.
And that is a beautiful delivery. Has good speed and a bit of extra bounce there. So there's still something in this wicket, it looks like.
Yeah, not breaking up as much as we thought it was going to do.
I think,
obviously a first day pitch, but third innings.
But there's still a bit of moisture in this wicket from the rain for the past couple of days.
Some of those cracks not really opening up.
No.
Okay.
A bit more pitched up, got onto it, but covered there by Curtis. So well done.
Got some tunes going on now. The Empire.
Hello.
Actually,
Lovely to meet you.
Getting very tempted to pull out some karaoke at some point today. That'll be a treat for you all, won't it? I'm going to open up the Facebook chat. So if anyone wants to put comments, wants to send us any comments, or feel free to send them through. I'm seeing some messages from Jimmy Butler. I think he's trying to say the live stream isn't working, but I'm not sure. Oh no, it's not. Jimmy says the live stream isn't working. Well, which makes why am I talking to the microphone then? I'm just going to see if I
can. Beautifully bowled there again. A bit of extra bounce. That's certainly got the speed there. So that's the end of the first over.
Oh, it's on the wrong thing. It's working. Yeah, it's just on the wrong thing.
Okay, so it looks like Bhaskar is going to bowl this second over. Again, he bowled brilliantly in the semi-final, just about 45 minutes before. Took 4 wickets and took the first wicket in the he got the catch, first wicket in the first over. Took a brilliant catch at deep backward point. So he was definitely worthy of the player of the match there. So here he goes, bowling the second over. Let's see how he goes. And very nicely flatted up there. Brilliant delivery to start. Batsman gets nicely forward to that, guides it into the mid-wicket, mid-on area for a single. Again, we should be seeing a little more of the sun this afternoon. You know, after a bit of early cloud and a bit of early wind, the cloud certainly seems to be clearing up. So I don't want to speak too soon, but it certainly looks like it might be a nice afternoon for batting.
Yeah, it's Bhaskar, the hero of the first match, of the bowling inning in the first match, taking 3 wickets in an over, and I think he also got the first wicket of the game. So I think his figures are about 4 for 11, I believe.
Yeah, 4 for 11. I mean, that was just brilliant, and you know, his catch from the first over definitely set the tone of the game.
I was in the car racing to the ground when he took those 3 wickets, so I didn't actually get to see them. I thought I was going to get here in time, but I didn't. I had to stop to get the Melbourne bitters.
Well, that's always very essential. You know, can't go without the beer. So,
say half the team did partake between innings, which was good. I think they needed their strength.
And they certainly needed a few carbohydrates getting through, and you know, maybe help reduce the nerves of the game, reduce the anxiety. Not the most ideal preparation, but it does work. Certainly work for some.
We've got Singy in the chat telling the boys to get the trophy. That is the goal. That is absolutely.
I think this grand final is only very fitting because this is very much a repeat of last year's grand final.
It is. It's a
Burnley
classic
fans
rematch.
played Canberra Thunderstorms, and Burnley fans won that by what was it, 5 or 6 wickets. And so the Thunderstorms will definitely be out with a vengeance today.
It was a great game. I remember. I think it was Vic waiting to bat for the longest time, and then with maybe an over or two to go, he took his helmet off and we lost a wicket. So he's told me that when Pushka's out there batting, he's going to put a helmet on, and he's not going to take it off until we win. So that's good news.
Could be, good
fates,
omen.
The fates are on our side, I think.
Yeah, good luck omen, must be.
Thunderstorms obviously out for blood today after last year. But the boners won't give an inch.
No, not after their pretty much flawless performance.
That was a
from
penis joke. I just realised. I didn't mean it.
Oh, you just had to, didn't
but
you?
Now it's. I'm quite proud of it.
Oh, that's not the greatest start. Curtis in to bowl the third over. He bowled pretty well in the semi-final.
He did. He also bowled very well last week.
But he was complaining a little bit before about just a bit of minor groin problem. Yeah, groin hurting a little bit, and that's a better follow-up. But if he can just push that aside and focus on his line and length, what's been working for him well, then he should be able to put through them. I mean, his speed and his line and length throughout the season has been brilliant, really.
Got 2 thumbs up from Bo Gleeson, fielding and gully. In today for the ill Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you are missed. Bo tells me he didn't want to play today, and now he's in trouble with the missus for having to play a second game. So yeah, big shame you're not here, Jimmy.
And it's a bit of a shame. I mean, why is that cause for trouble?
Well, it's a long day, 2 matches, double header. Maybe he wasn't confident in winning the semi-final, but I've got the chat open. If anyone wants to send comments through, we'll read them without even editing them. So, yeah, dangerous times.
Always welcome the good comments. We'll try and take them on board. I'm sure all of you got some very useful insights.
Big swing, he's appealed.
There's appeal. But
no Nick.
But there's only it sounds like Pushkar was appealing there, and not much from everyone else. But still, well bowled.
Talking to the Burnley fans in the break, they were saying ball really skidding on today, not getting much height except the occasional one that'll jump up.
And it has been doing that. It did that quite a lot in the semi-final, especially when the likes of Oman were bowling. He's got the height and he's got the speed, so he pitched up quite a few since then.
Just sending a photo of the commentary team through to the chat, which I know is what you've all been waiting for.
How did my hair look?
Oh, well, your hat's on, so your beard looks good.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you probably don't want to see my hair anyway, because it's down to my shoulders, and it looks very
it looks luscious,
and frizzy and curly.
Oh, pinned him back on the stumps there.
That is just brilliant bowling. I mean, he's been applying the pressure with his spinners so well. I mean, he's all season. He's rarely bowled any loose balls, so he's certainly mastered his game.
Wind picking up a bit. The chair behind me's just fallen over. We'll also bring to your attention that Busker has got his own branded hat on, the Busker purple socks. Bit of an ego? No, not Busker. One of the mildest mannered cricketers. A true gentleman. Oh, some good stroke play. Just knocked too long on.
Certainly waiting for that ball nicely. And in the previous ball before that, advanced to it and got nicely to the pitch of the ball and away to the boundary. So that was
whipped it through mid-wicket.
He really did that well.
Didn't quite reach the boundary. Oh, Yeah, good take. We saw it.
Another brilliant delivery there, and a bit of extra speed, just from the right length for the ball to turn. So
Pushka looking over to the commentary team as if for some kind of encouragement. But he wasn't that good. He fumbled it about 8 times. Oh, big swing! Oh, he's whipped him off quick that time.
He's got his rhythm now.
That is good. That is good keeping. Big swings though. Any connection there, it will be going. Oh, how was he? Oh,
And they're going.
Pushka is pleading. He's run all the way down to the bowler.
It's like
He was very confident.
Yeah, it's like he could see it better than the square leg umpire himself.
Well, he probably could, to be honest. He's standing about 2 inches away from the stumps.
So he feels that several times today he's been robbed of a stumping chance.
I don't think he was out. I didn't see a foot lift.
Me neither.
He didn't look like he'd advanced.
No, I don't think so. But it wasn't entirely obvious. Let's put it that way. But still, good fast gloves.
Not sure if that was a fist bump or if the batsman was handing the bails back.
It was handing the bails back.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, you always want to see a bit of sportsmanship, especially in a grand final.
Curtis resuming.
But there's a bit of a rivalry going on between these two teams now. Naturally, as you would, 2 best teams in the season.
Oh, he's got him! Woo! Yes, Pushka! Well done, Curtis! Bowled Roy. Caught Kapoor. That was a ripper. Oh, he's on. He's on in this grand final. Both of them are.
It was a bit of a tentative attempt at a late cut shot.
It was. It looked like a glide through gully, didn't it? Or through second slip or something.
Yeah, it certainly looked like it was wide enough. And I mean, you saw how far across Pushkar had to go to take that
Yeah,
catch.
you do wonder if he'd left it, it might have been wide. I'm not sure.
So, yeah,
Maybe
just
on the
kind
line.
of...
But what a catch.
Yeah, but balls like that are always very tempting to go for a shot. They're kind of just a gift, you would think.
And I've always said Pushka has balls like that.
Yeah. And he's a brilliant keeper, really.
I think he's still shitty about that stumping. But he needs to move on because that was a ripper.
Yeah, probably. But certainly got something back in return for that. But that was really well taken. And but on a shot like that, I mean, it was definitely there to cut. But if you're going to go for it, you might as well go full
for
bore,
it, don't you?
If you half go for it, then there's that slight hesitation can always cause that edge. So he's kind of got himself
delicate,
to blame for that.
Far too delicate.
So that's a very good start, and still some very good tight bowling.
Troy here returning to the hospitality box. No, he's not. Snags are done.
Don't tell Curtis, he'll get upset.
We might hand over to him in a second. He's got a can of Coke settling in the sunshine.
And so he deserves it after doing a brilliant job on the barbecue. Providing lunch to all of us with rissoles and sausages. So he certainly earned it.
Tell you who also appreciated it, and that's Pixel. Pixel loved it. The
he's
beefy fumes.
Yeah.
Licking.
Very feisty.
The little dog
Very
lips.
feisty little dog he is. With a lot of energy. And that's good. Yeah, a couple of very good tight deliveries there from Curtis.
Oh, cuts!
And
Cuts well.
And made the most of that luck.
I mean, that's really the shot the opener should have played.
In this format, it's really the shot you should be
That's
playing
safe as houses,
quite
really.
often.
Rarely do you have a slip, and if you go that hard, it's never going to hit them anyway.
It's true. So we'll just we'll hand it over to Troy, who's come back on commentary. So how you doing there, mate?
Very well. It's been quite a good break in between Aussie semi-final to final. Oh, good stop by Bo Gleeson there. Very good stop.
I mean, his fielding intensity is just as good as it was in the first game.
Oh, absolutely. He hasn't missed a beat. It seemed like he's basically stayed out there on the ground the entire break between semi-final to final. But yeah, no, Aussie, beautiful afternoon. A lot more of the sun out, less of the clouds. So Aussie has risen with temperature this afternoon. But But if you're going to ask me bluntly, it is still a fabulous winter day here in Canberra. Also, I luckily had the pleasure, also whilst finishing up cooking the barbecue duties at the start of this match, to also witness the first wicket. It seemed like bowled by Curtis Roy, caught by Pushkar Kapoor, the skipper, if I'm not too wrong. Jack?
That is correct, and that was a brilliant catch by Pushkar. You know, he really had to go quite a way to get that, and again, push on a cut shot by the batsman. He half went at it. It was definitely there to cut, but if he went full bore at it, he would have connected. But anytime you hesitate like that, there's any chance you'll get an edge. No. I mean, I've already said that, but Troy hasn't heard this.
No, absolutely. Obviously, that's brought to the crease, I believe, Santosh, which is, I believe, the Thunderstorms captain. So, obviously, right now in the middle, we've got Pushkar, the Bowling Fans captain, right up at the stumps with Santosh, the Thunderstorms captain, also facing against Bhaskar.
And this is his third over.
And so wide being called by also the umpire side. For those who are also watching or new to also T20 Super 8, side who is the umpire is also the organiser of this tournament.
Gets a good piece of that. Does he get all of it? And they slow down, that's 4.
I think any time where you're now sitting, judging, looking, you may as well just give it. So obviously not a bad ball by Bhaskar, but also really good roll of the wrist by Santosh. Also flick it over the infield, also down to the cow corner area. So there has also been a bit of a fielding change, as directed by the captain, Pushkar.
He smashes at cow corner.
And the fielding change after one ball was the right decision. Harish takes a beautiful catch down at cow corner. Santosh basically copied and pasted the previous shot, but also he did not take into account the field change that Pushkar also implemented on the opposing captain. Great, fantastic catch by Harish.
Well, you could say that's punishment for plagiarism.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be punishment for plagiarism. Oh, some people could just say you need to reset when there's a field change and see where the fielders are now being positioned. So also second wicket falls for Thunderstorm. Bhaskar also gets a wicket himself, so he joins also the I guess the wicket party for Bowling Fans today, which is also now at this point in time Curtis and Bhaskar.
Brilliant bowling partnership, and you know, good one to start, and you wonder if that's going to set the tone of the match. And I just that batsman who previously got out, I just wonder if he was the guy who I actually caught on cow corner last year, just barely.
If memory serves me correct, I don't think that was the player.
Yeah, I couldn't remember either, but he just had a similar coloured helmet. Looks like
similar colour helmet, but I don't think it's a similar player. Yes, the opposing captain for Thunderstorms. I probably wouldn't rank him in their top 3 threatening batsmen. To be honest, and it's not being judgmental. It's just observation for myself.
Well, with these a few wickets falling now, the pressure will be right on these batsmen. I mean, they certainly have the capability to go hard at it and see the ball well, but the bowling conditions are still fairly good. And Bhaskar certainly his performances from the last game are rubbing off nicely here. So it's going to take something special to get on top of him now.
Oh look, no, absolutely. Bhaskar the ball. Ooh, and also just a miskeeping there from Pushkar. Looks like there will be 2 here. Collected by Thunderstorms, and Sai, which I'm presuming it is off the mark. Even going back to also your earlier comment just in regards to also the fielding conditions, the ball in the pitch conditions, it's one of those things where also the toss was lost by Bowling Fans, so also Thunderstorms won the toss, elected the bat. But it's one of those things, Bowling Fans also already playing on this field a bit earlier, already just previously bowled, they know what the pitch is going to do. Yeah, there might be a slight change also to, let's say, half an hour to an hour ago when they were bowling, but you don't think it'll be overall too much of a change. So Bowling Fans know what the pitch is going to be doing to the batsmen, where the batsmen are also going to be figuring this out because they were playing on the opposing field to begin with. So it's one of those things, even though that bowling fans did lose the toss, they still have a bit of an advantage coming into this game just because of the field and the pitch of how it's going to play.
Well, I guess, yeah, and it wasn't actually that long ago when they were bowling on it and, got their opponents out for 34. So they didn't have to bowl too much, and so they're still fairly fresh. And so they can continue just to, exploit the conditions the best they can, which they still seem to be doing. And that should really fall in their favour.
No, absolutely. Again, going back to the previous game, you had Aman bowl 4 overs, you had Basker bowl 4 overs, Curtis bowled 3.2 overs from memory, but there was only 3 bowlers were exposed. Yeah, they also had a bit more effort spent, but also the other bowlers have not been exposed today, so they should be also having a lot more full energy. Batting wise, also you had Haroon, you had Pascal, who really spent majority of the time out in the middle. They were exhausted some energy. So in all fairness, and again, I'm not knowing also what Thunderstorms did in their semi-final, there would be at least half the team from bowling fans probably be still pretty fresh coming into this final.
Very much so. And they've been bowling brilliantly throughout the season, so they have been very hard to get on top of. So if they can just keep that up, then runs like that are pretty much ones and twos are all you can expect.
No, absolutely. And look, it's going to be one of those things as well, like also comparing to the previous game, these two batters, they're going to be running between the wicket a lot more harder, with a lot more intent. They're going to be quicker. It will put the pressure also on the bowling fans' fielders as well. So the bowling fans won't have exactly their way like they did in the first game. But also, riveting contest. Also, 2 wickets already fallen for Thunderstorms. I'm presuming, again, without being here from ball 1, they're probably roughly around the 20-30 mark.
That sounds about right to me.
So it's evenly poised at the moment. Sai keeps playing those cut shots.
And that's the third straight late cut that he's played.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he knows that with Curtis frequently bowling in that area, that's the most sensible shot to play and just get the odd few runs away. But sooner or later, they are going to have to go for it.
No, absolutely, they're going to have to go for it. And I don't know if it's also an early tactical ploy from Sai to also be playing those cut shots, because that's where Curtis is bowling, and kind of, I guess, forcing Curtis's hand or tactics to kind of change his line and length.
Yeah, again, that's the second time in a row, no backing up. It's got to be done.
And also Sai from Thunderstorms, he's both times has looked to take the opportunity to get the additional run, with his partner also failing to really provide that assistance there.
Calling for Bushka to be sacked.
So I see Curtis to continue on the side.
I'll tell that to him.
Oh, and a very good mix-up. Bit shorter of length from Curtis to Sai.
Still a pretty good over from Curtis. He's certainly keeping them in the right areas.
No, absolutely. He's been very tidy.
So far, it seems to be fairly evenly poised.
Yes, and also given it's a final, you want a competitive match. You don't want a one-sided match. And this is speaking both ways. Also, Thunderstorms, let's just say, dominating, or bowling fans dominating. You want a really competitive match. That's also what we play for. And also, again, if you've been following the T20 competition this season, team number 1 is versus team number 2. Thunderstorms have been team number 1 since game 1. They've been on top of the ladder. So you got the 2 best teams from the competition also firing out to be the winner of this competition. So it should be a really good spectacle.
Hence the anticipation for this match.
Yeah.
So that one was a rare loose one from Bushka, short and wide, and he got away. Lucky to get away with just 2 there.
Yes, absolutely.
So he just needs to pitch it up just a little more. Oh, that's the perfect area for the spinner to bowl. That's much better follow-up delivery.
Yeah, that was a very difficult ball to also judge and play. Again, Basker doing his magic.
There certainly seems to be a bit of turn on this wicket. A little fuller, straight to Pasca at long on. Didn't get all of it, but you know that's good enough. And again, there's a long on, a long off, and a cow corner or a deep mid wicket. So this is certainly very defensive field. Oh, and he splits cow corner and mid on there. He hits that shot beautifully, beautiful connection, and that's 4. Certainly needed that, just to try and break the shackles a bit. Again, not too bad a delivery from Bushka, but still a bit fuller, and the batsman waited for that one nicely.
Yeah, no, nicely weighted. Didn't also try to rush onto the ball. A bit of a field adjustment from Pushka, moving to Haroon a bit. Oh, and that one also caught wide. 2 additional runs. They will sneak another 2 additional runs from running between wickets. So really, an easy 4 runs right there in yourself.
Bit of a steal, really.
This absolutely was a bit of a steal.
Again, rare loose ball from Bashkar. But yeah, sometimes that just spurs you on to get a good follow-up. So hopefully he can do it here.
Yeah. If our viewers and fans also remember from last year's final,
slog sweep. That's a beautiful shot.
Very good shot.
Yeah, that was for the moment he smashed it.
No, it was a 6 at the end.
I was 6. Yeah,
Yep.
sorry, I didn't quite see the signal.
That's okay.
It just looked flat enough to bounce in time before. But anyway.
No problem. Again, we don't have also the best multi-camera angles. We have to judge from what we can see. But a 6 was signalled by the umpire. So again, a little fun fact also from last year's final. Sai, who's also out there batting at the moment, was dismissed clean bowled by Mr. Laurie Kirk from last year's grand final as a bit of trivia right there.
Well, yeah, that goes to show, do not mistake an old age for weakness, nor youth for strength.
No, absolutely. And also pushes, probably thought tactically, it'd be good to have also Basker going against Sai, because also a bit of history there. That also spin be Sai's weakness. Another good ball by Curtis Roy, play and miss. It looks like with the Pacers, they've got a bit of a plan of just to cut it down in that gully area to try and also just rotate the strike.
Well, that's the ideal area you want, because they love it on the onside. So any chance that it's too straight, or too much, then they'll latch onto it right away. These batsmen have the ability. Yeah, that's it. That's the area that we were talking about.
Yeah. No, absolutely. This is also the area which is what also I'm presuming that's part of the game plan with bowling fans. Because like also you mentioned, Jack, onside they like to play. They're pretty much predominant in that area. Offside, that's not where their natural game is. That's where they go find it a bit more harder to score runs. So it's a good tactic by Curtis Roy.
Well, that one was short and a bit too straight, but didn't get onto it, unfortunately. It was a little late.
No, a little late. Seemed like, and again, just from the noise, maybe a bit of glove there, potentially. But also very, very tough, tall order for also the captain Pushkar Kapoor to also somehow steal a catch. If stealing is also illegal in cricket.
I don't think he would have stolen that. He would have earned that.
He would have earned it.
With his kicking ability. Curtis back in now.
Oh! Very clever.
He certainly had him second guessing on that shot.
So yeah, my co-commentator Ollie just said, very clever shot, and I cannot disagree. It was very smartly played.
Yeah, they've really been playing with this gully point position. Bo's been fielding in gully for most of it, then they pushed him to point, then back again. All, I think, just reacting to the batsman's shots. This batsman seems to have great control in where he places it on the offside, and there's only Bo between cover and the keeper. So there's a paddock. Yeah. Wondering if maybe there needs to be a gully and a point, but you know, you've only got 6 fielders to play with, so what are you going to do? Nothing. Nothing is the answer. In fact, wasn't a trick question. Got to get them out. That's what you got to do. You got to hit the wickets. Is the main theory. It's the Canberra City theory. Yeah. Right, you what?
What's the call here? Curtis. Okay, Curtis wants to come off the field.
I think we lose our co-commentator to the field, so he's coming on to replace Mr. Curtis Roy, which I'm presuming Curtis Roy is not in good areas, not in good positions.
What happened?
And looks like he's injured that groin. He was complaining about it before the game, and yeah, it looks like he's aggravated a bit more, which is a bit unfortunate.
Yep. So co-commentator for the final, Ollie Vincent. Well, we're going to lose him for at least half of this match. Co-commentating now, ladies and gentlemen. He's has also reluctantly rose from his seat and has now joined the field of play, ladies and gentlemen, to provide that support in also getting Thunderstorms out. It's also a bit different commentating to then going on to the field of play. But do you believe Ollie's insights whilst commentating a bit earlier could provide some really good opportunity for the playing group out in the middle?
Well, he certainly seems to be in the know with all of these provided, and he can really interpret that information out there. And I mean, he's a smart man. He knows his stuff. He's got a brilliant cricket brain. So. Stop! Yeah, good job. And that's it. It just gets over Baska's head and just stops short before the offside.
Not a boundary.
No boundary. So.
Yeah. The good thing is where the cones were just then, where Sai played his shot, there's actually a clear line on the ground, and it pulled up probably about 20 centimetres before that line.
So at least we can actually see if the ball's actually legitimately gone over or not.
Only on this part of the field. So this is pretty evident at the moment that also Sai has showed his intent. He wants to hit boundaries. He wants to play aggressive. Is there any conservativeness about it? My opinion, no.
I think now that they've been in there for a couple of overs and they've negated the opening spell from bowlers. Nice stop there again from Bo. He's a very good fielder, looking good. Yeah, I just think that after the first couple of wickets and negating and just building a bit of a partnership, seeing out the top bowlers, then they've got their iron nicely, and they need to go for it now.
No, absolutely. They've also decided this is the time to go for it, the time to also capitalise.
And there's no one out there on that. No one there in the deep backward square leg, and Harris had to race a long way from cow corner to get that, and he did very well to keep it to 2. I really thought that they were going to go for 3 there.
No, absolutely. It just seems like also this partnership's also so in the motor. The running between the wicket is very spot on. They clearly know how to communicate. They clearly know how to work as a partnership. It just feels like if things don't get hammered back down by bowling fans, very quickly this could turn, or the intensity from Thunderstorms could really increase very quickly.
Well, we know what they're like when they get their eye in. And a few of them certainly have at the moment, and they're looking fairly comfortable getting the odd few away, so that'll certainly give them some confidence that they can take the ball by the horns, so to speak.
Yeah.
So now, Burnley fans bowlers really need to stay on the ball as best they can. So now we got Harish coming into bowl. He's a fairly handy bowler, got some fairly good speed, some good line and length.
So yeah, Harish now comes into attack. So obviously in the semi-final, Harish was not used. Same as the previous bowler who was just on, Michael Pasca. But also coming into attack, so obviously haven't used any energy yet in this match, or sorry, in this day of cricket with the ball. But also we want to also see some good fortunes for young Harish.
And that's a pretty good nut to start. It's good. Yeah, certainly pretty good line and length there. Not a huge amount of speed, but it was certainly in the right area.
No, it was a very good first ball for a person who hasn't really rolled the shoulder today. Very good first ball. Obviously, he should be very confident, very proud of that first ball as Harish comes in for his second ball. And you know what? If Harish wasn't feeling confident of that first ball, that second ball, I reckon he might feel a bit very good about himself. Sai's also looking back, kind of confused, kind of complex of how the hell did that bounce and rose so much? And it seemed like it moved a fair bit too.
I know. Well, it was just one of those deliveries where the pitch just made the ball do what it wanted. And he gets a huge piece of that, and that has gone absolutely miles. That was just a perfect shot. Yeah, right in the middle of the bat. It went down and just made that look so easy. So that was a brilliant shot.
No, very brilliant shot. It's nicely struck, nicely followed through. Again, just followed through the ball. Cleared also over the cones. It was a lovely six.
So, again, the batsmen finding their rhythm, it seems. A little shorter and not a great delivery as well. It's just kind of like an overcompensation, really.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Harish there. Also, Harish also trying to find his groove again. And again, the six wasn't a bad ball. It just got picked up very nicely by Sai.
Yeah, he just saw it so well. Tries it again, and brilliantly taken from Pushkar.
Yeah.
Excellent keeping. So that's a very good follow-up ball. I think, again, whenever it comes, when you get smashed like that, it just motivates you to get a good follow-up. But sometimes it can also be effective when they start smashing you. That maybe that's not such a bad thing, because and smashes that down to the straight hit boundary, but it's covered by Ollie there. So I didn't quite get all that. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, when you start getting smashed like that, maybe that's not such a bad thing, because they might start doing it more frequently. And then if you bowl a good ball in the right area, well, a good length ball, and they try to get too much under it, and any chance they'll sky it and hit it straight to the fielder.
No, absolutely. Look, really good opportunity there. The ball was also it's too off below. It was really up in the air, but it was just very straight, and it was just right in between the two fielders. So very unfortunate. A score update for our viewers, spectators. After 11 overs completed, it is 2 for 62.
52.
Sorry, I stand corrected. My maths is again not on point today. 2 for 52 after 11 overs. So it's still quite poised at the moment, Jack. Again, 66 balls bowled, 52 runs also conceded or taken by Thunderstorms, 2 wickets collected by Burnley fans. Pre 50-50 still at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. This game's still getting more, tougher to predict. Some good tight bowling, but even on the good balls, the batsmen have been able to get them away. Certainly shows, that they're in their rhythm.
So Sai signalling to his teammates that he needs a new bat, probably be bat number 7 in his collection to bring out.
Well, let's hope this is not the bat change curse, because we've often seen what it can do to batsmen in the past.
And beautiful fielding there by Haroon.
Because what that does, it when you get your bat change, just when you're in your rhythm, nicely in the rhythm, that slight break can make you break concentration, and then it can often get you out. I've seen it happen so many times.
No, absolutely. Again, change of bat can be a curse for a batsman because the weight of the bat and the feel of the bat changes. And a good stop there by Curtis on the boundary.
Who's back on the field after taking a break after hurting his groin.
Yeah, so also Curtis doesn't want to be out of action. We've got at the moment Basker on the sideline. Our commentator Ollie Vincent, or Ollie Shepherd for some, is still on the field, providing that assistance.
He's the shepherd. Where's his sheep?
Well, he hasn't brought the sheep out today, or some might say he's wearing the sheep over his torso at the moment. With that fabulous get-up attire that he's wearing.
That's exploitation. Gets that too short, and he hooks that away for 4 so easily. That was not the ball to bowl to someone as tall as him.
No, absolutely not. It's one of those things, if that ball fell short of the boundary, there was no fielder out there, they may have actually got an additional run on top of that. They may have gotten 5, so maybe a disadvantage playing that good of a shot for Sai out there. But nonetheless, absolutely, too short by Marikul Paska. It was completely punished by Sai. Also a beautiful pull shot down to the boundary for 4. Some people say that Sai might be a really good puller of the game.
Well, he's certainly looking that way. The way that he just played that hook shot so effortlessly was very Ponting-esque. And just beautiful style, the way he shriveled his body and just got on top of it. Absolutely no fear in playing that shot. So that was brilliant.
No, absolutely. That was a very, very good, classy shot.
And the thing about, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's a sin to try and bowl short to tall men because to them it just feels like it's a nice, simple chess ball that you can pull every time.
No, agreed. So very interesting tactical change here by Pushkar. We've got Haroon coming onto ball. Now, also being part of the playing group for this season, I will say this, Haroon has not bowled once this season. So it is a very interesting tactical change. It's kind of like from the Ashes, like a Joe Root-ish kind of tactical. Like you bring in someone on that you know it's going to be how you going, but do you go after it hard? Do you attack the bowler, or do you go, well, I need to be conservative here because this could be my undoing?
Maybe that's the reason why they bring on the part-timers, because they think that batsmen think they can get them away so easily. But if they bowl that one good ball, then that could be their undoing. So it's a psychological thing.
No, absolutely. Oh, and a very good first ball by Haroon. Now, look, I'm not trying to be mean to also my friend. I have seen Haroon bowl. He is bowled in the summer season. 1 or 2 matches which I've played with him. He's not a bad bowler.
And those first 2 deliveries say plenty.
So very good opening 2 balls from Haroon for this over. Also, if we're playing baseball, it'd be strike 2. It wouldn't be a ball 2. It'd be definitely strike 2 because he swung and missed on both.
And
I don't think a wide was called there.
That would be a ball. So in this count, it would be 1 and 2.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, definitely be 1 and 2. Haroon to continue. 4th ball of the over.
Ooh, and that would be strike 3.
Hey, bro. That would, yeah, so we're playing baseball here. That'd be strike 3. This batsman would be out of here, going back to the sidelines, but we're playing cricket actually, so it's just a dot ball. Just building pressure really on this batsman who doesn't know what to do.
And four dot balls, and he's such tight bowling. He's really putting the pressure on now. So he's a very handy pace bowler. Well, he's certainly looking very good in my first impression.
No, absolutely. That's 5 dot balls. If he gets 1 more, that's a maiden. And he was close for a maiden there. He was very close. He bowled a very slow ball.
That was didn't really expect that, but the batsman did well to pick that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Brilliant over.
very brilliant over. Very good tactical change by the captain Pushkar Kapoor. So no, good over. I dare say the skipper will reward that and give him a second over.
Yeah, may even let him bowl his full 4. Probably not all up, but might even let him, bowl his all of his allotted overs.
Well, it's going to be a question because also that was the 6th bowler that Pushkar's brought on. So also someone's not going to be bowling a full 4 here. And again, I'm not too sure how many Curtis has bowled. I don't know if they've now had to just throw Haroon in because they know they've lost Curtis. Maybe over from Curtis, I'm presuming.
But still, brilliant substitute work. I think Curtis may have already bowled his 3 or 4. I mean, he bowled like 3 or 4 straight, so maybe he's done anyway.
Yeah. He might be done.
He bowled a beautiful spell, all the same. Don't get me wrong there. And again, Thunderstorms still only 2 wickets down here, but there's still some very good tight pressure bowling here. So they're certainly not scoring at the usual required average rate in this level.
No, absolutely not. So Harish is also to continue to bowl. Sai facing? No, not Sai.
Oh my God.
And Push has done the cardinal mistake of, yes, it's good to appeal for LBW, but the ball's always still in play, so you need to know what is going on there.
Well, actually, I'm not even sure if that was LBW because from here, it sounded like there was something woody. He might have gotten an edge on that.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree. Hence why I think maybe Push also withdrew his appeal very quickly, but unfortunately he made the leap of faith, which cost him a second to react.
Yeah, just that slight...
And a beautiful follow-up ball by Harish there. Very nice, very good nut.
Yep, excellent pressure bowling. If they can't get the wickets, and by applying this pressure bowling, they'll certainly keep the run rate down and give them something respectable to chase.
No, absolutely. It seems like it's a very
2 full. And straight to mid-off, and the fielder, who's down there? Aman, yeah, he just stopped. He didn't come forward to that. If he'd walked in a little further and gotten a little closer, he probably could have had a chance of catching that.
No, absolutely. He would have had to been on the ball straight away. Also, the moment the shot was made, it's a very interesting period where also it seems like Burnley fans have been putting pressure on our friend who's at the North striker end, keeping and restricting Sai from the strike.
Guides that into the seriously vacant offside area, and Bushko is there to pick it up. They get 2. Yeah, there's a big gap on the offside, and they're just guiding that. They're always going to get 2 there.
No, absolutely. It was a very smartly played by Sai. All he did was basically tapped it and ran. He knew there was 2 there. Basker was also unable to get onto that very quickly from the boundary. Basker's now feeling a bit more in.
A little shorter there, and flicked away. And there is absolutely no one out there in the. And Ollie's chasing after it, but it looks like he's slowing down because that's gone to the boundary.
I'm pretty sure that it has been conceded for also with Ollie Shepherd's reaction. It looks like a 4 has been obtained by the batsman.
Again, pretty well protected, straight and onside on the boundary. We've got 4 players on the boundaries at the moment, so well protected. But that fine leg area, there's no one down there.
Ball.
So, full toss there.
That's a catch. No.
Full toss and full safe. Ollie can't get there in time.
No, not in time. Again, the wind changed from this afternoon's final to this morning's semi-final. Hasn't really changed. It's picked up, and just probably in the last 2 or 3 minutes, the gust has also dramatically increased. So also, I wasn't able to really get the full, complement shot there to get to the boundary. Also, he stayed up in the air, but it also did drop very quick and sooner before Ollie Shepherd.
And yeah, so maybe the wind did push that ball down a bit. Yeah, stopped it from advancing to Wally on the full. So feeling this wind right now, it feels like it's a southwesterly. Coming from the mountain ranges. So I mean, it's certainly got a bit of a chill factor behind it.
Score update क्या है भास्कर? No idea.
Might just check weather zone.
So we've just asked for the latest score update, and the feedback was, we do not know. So as soon as we do know, ladies and gentlemen, we'll provide you with the latest score update.
Alrighty.
Shot.
Gets a fairly good piece of that one, but straight to the ground. And just a single.
So first ball over by Haroon. First time I guess Sai has faced Haroon in this innings. Was able to do much, get a single. I guess the other batsman who's now facing has faced 6 of Haroon's balls. Haroon will be feeling more confident.
Nice square drive. Gets that to the vacant offside area.
And
just keeping it to 1, that's what you want.
No, it was very good fielding. Curtis also ran straight in. Working hard. It's also, I think both teams are working hard. They're trying to dig deep at the moment. No one's really taken, like I said, control of this final yet.
Yeah, it's still very evenly poised. Again, Burnley fans need wickets, but their pressure bowling is certainly keeping them at bay.
No, absolutely. Very good, obviously, backing up by Ollie Shepherd at the keeper's end.
And, you know, he's been bowling very good and tight, as I mean.
Shot.
It's too short, and he's lofted that cut shot straight to the backward point boundary.
Again, that was a beautiful shot. Haroon completely pulled it back, trying to bowl a shorter ball to the batsman, but the batsman straight away picked up on it, cut it. It was a fantastic ball, really good placement, really good handwork by the batsman.
Yes.
So that's what I keep saying. Don't bowl short on this pitch, not when it's moving about. He tries it again. That's a better follow-up. Probably just a bit straighter. So luckily that wasn't called wide.
Again, there's a good area here on this pitch where if you could keep it in this zone, with the inconsistent bounce that's still there, it's proving troublesome for the batsman.
Tries it again, and that's wide.
I think that's saving at the end.
So wide's been called, so 2 additional runs to the Thunderstorms.
I don't know.
So I'll just provide a quick weather update. Low of 3, top of 12, 50% chance of rain, less than 1 mil, partly cloudy, slight chance of a shower, winds northwesterly 25 to 35 kilometres an hour, air quality good, UV low, pollen low.
Now, I'm going to be honest too, and I'm probably going to speak on behalf of our viewers. That sounded like basically you were trying to go through the terms and conditions that really quickly, that no one picked up on actually what the weather was, Jack. So I think what our fans also really want.
92.
So what's the score? Okay, so score update before I get to the weather. 15 overs completed, and it is 2 for 92. So again, very evenly poised. It's just over 6 runs over. Now, getting back to the weather that our fans have unfortunately missed out on because Jack's terms and conditions speech. It's currently 11.6 degrees here in Deakin. But what's more important is what it feels like at the moment on the ground. It feels like 4.4 degrees. So a fantastic winter day here in Canberra if you're a winter lover. If you're a summer lover like I am, terrible day.
Yeah. So, someone who doesn't have the right jumper like me is probably freezing his tits off right now, and I got cold flashes.
No, absolutely. So obviously Aman is back onto ball. Now, Jack, correct me if I'm wrong. Aman's bowled 2 overs only.
Yes.
So he's back on for his third. So 5 overs to go. Just over Bo at a third man point, and that seems like it's gone for 4.
It has.
Yeah, it is.
So good tactic Just went over Bo's head, so it's also gone for 4. But this is a good matchup, Jack. You've got Mum with his really good pace bowling, and then you got Sai, who's probably, I guess, we may agree or disagree, probably one of the best batsmen on the Thunderstorms. So this will be a really good battle here between obviously bowler and batsman in this tug of war.
He gets a very good piece of that. Well, not quite a good piece of that one. So that's and Ollie picks that one up nicely. So I mean, he got the right idea. Pretty well played pull shot, but Ollie picked that one up nicely.
One go, scored a 50 runs.
So, I'm just getting some information, and the feedback we have at the moment that Sai has made his 50 in this batting innings for Thunderstorm. So I guess let's take a moment, ladies and gentlemen, to also congratulate Sai on a well-made 50. Obviously, in his eyes, the job's definitely not done. He won't be settled with that 50. He wants to score more runs. He wants to be there at the end, not out, and also continue to steer Thunderstorms in the right direction and towards a victory.
Yeah, as far as I'm oh, that gets lofted to the offside again, and Curtis is chasing after it, not letting that groin injury worry him too much, and he does that well to keep it to 2. And again, these lofts are coming, but there's just so many open gaps in the field on the offside right now.
Absolutely. Again, with T20 Super 8s, again, there's 8 players aside. So when you exclude the keeper and the bowler, you only have 6 fielders to try and really defend all parts of the ground, all grass of the ground.
OMG!
Oh, that's nasty, and that sounded like it got him in the helmet.
That did not sound good. It sounded like it just clipped the bat and went into the helmet, but also not very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, if we weren't at a 5th gear, well, I think we're now at this 5th gear in this match, because there's also some intent here, definitely from the batsman. Aman has also showed it with the ball, with that very good short ball that's also struck the grill and the helmet of the batsman. It's definitely very heated out here on a very cold day.
Just reminds me of the score is currently now 2 for 102 after 16 overs.
So 96 balls have been bowled, ladies and gentlemen, and 102 we are on. So again, just also run race just over 6 runs over. And very good save there from Bo down at
Fly slip.
And it's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting to lose my wording.
But the other thing is, when it's cold like this, it's very hard to speak properly. It's very easy to lisp. Because, I don't know, there's something about the cold weather just it makes you slow your words a bit. And he gets onto that brilliantly, and that is
at 4.
It's signal 4, but he got but that was always 4. The big gap out there and how well he hit that was a brilliant shot.
So we're now on, if my maths is good, probably be about 108 now. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, my colleagues are shaking their head, nodding their head, saying I'm doing pretty good at the moment with my maths. 108. So also with 3.5 overs to go, where do you think Thunderstorms will be wanting to be at?
Well, defendable is enough for a pitch like this, 120, 130, roughly. It smashes it down. There's a chance of a catch, and he's got him. Yes, he's got him. That's well caught. That's a vital wicket.
Vital wicket. Sai is also a bit livid that has been caught, that he is out. His batting innings is done for the final, for this competition. But also he made a very good 50 today for Thunderstorm. So has also steered his side in the right direction, in a good direction, but also very vital wicket there for bowling fans indeed to hopefully now start reducing this run rate to bring it back. Again, we believe they're on about 108.
Yeah, Absolutely, Troy.
So obviously we've probably, I say, 3.2 overs left for my guesstimation. And again, it's not fact, it's just a guesstimation. This very vital wicket to maybe pull back the reins.
Yeah.
Again, I did ask Jack, projected score. Jack was saying 120, 130 would be defendable. I honestly believe Thunderstorms probably was looking roughly around the 140 to 50 mark.
Yeah.
But that wicket will aid bowling fans to probably bring that 140, 150 scoreline probably back down to a 130 scoreline.
Absolutely, Troy. I agree on that. The way Sai was going, he was targeting around 150 runs maybe, but his wicket has put on shackles on Canberra Thunderstorms innings. Hopefully, Bonley will see this as a breather and can get back into the game, probably restrict them for 130 odd, 130 or 135 odd runs, which might be chaseable on with the sunny conditions on. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a lovely shot.
So
And the ball.
they'll be looking for 3 runs here, but 2 will be accepted. So it's starting to seem like Thunderstorms are just they're going to really swing. They're going to chance their arm, which is going to bring about some very different type of shot techniques, which won't be, I guess, your classical shot techniques. So it's going to be a very exciting finish to this batting innings by Thunderstorm.
Definitely some intent shown by the new batter.
So very good shot there, 4 runs. So look, before we continue commentating also on the game and with the new bowler coming into the attack, just want to go through also the viewers' comments that's also being shared via Facebook. So we've had also Karen say, come on boys, get the trophy. I dare say that is definitely on the agenda for the boys today, and that's probably the same for both teams. They really want that trophy. Damien has also said, get going boys, enjoy it. I'm pretty sure they are also getting the going, and I think they'll enjoy it if they win. That's definitely both teams. And also Justin Ben, he said, I've came here to watch Haroon bowl leggies. Well, sorry to disappoint you, Haroon was bowling paces today, with Aman coming back into attack.
Just what a beautifully timed shot. Surely some intent shown by the new batter, Naresh. The moment he has come on after Sai's wicket, he has not shown any tinkle. Like he is just continuing the way Sai was going. It's great onslaught by Canberra Thunderstorms in the last 3 overs. Score update is 17 overs, 2 for 116.
3 for
116.
So again, there is again, I keep saying it seems like they're in the 5th gear, and then another gear somehow presents itself. Well, if we're going to make some gears, we're now pointing to the 7th or 8th gear. So we're definitely into the Lamborghini of the innings at the moment. As Aman comes back into ball.
Oh, that's absolutely a ripper.
No shot offered. Curtis, no shot offered. He can't run.
That was absolutely gem by Aman Rucker. I think batsman didn't even pick it up from the hand, like it was a missile.
So correct decision by the umpire by Syed, and also can't help myself. I did relay that message to Curtis, who then relayed it to the captain of bowling fans. You can't run when there has been no shot offered. So even though it was an out LBW, there was no shot offered there. You cannot run on that. So that was a correct decision by the umpire, Syed.
Absolutely agree, Troy. How good was that ball from Aman?
Oh, beautiful. Very good. Also, the batsman had, I won't even say 1% knowledge. It also, no shot offered, that's 0% knowledge of that ball that also came onto him. Mike continues. Ooh.
Again, a killer ball by Aman. He is just firing it up in this last overs.
Yeah, so also the last over bowling by Oman. It's one of those things, did Pushkar pull the trigger by bringing Oman on now or not to save him for the last predominant over? Because also 3 wickets have fallen. You've got now 2.5 overs to be bowled. Do you now, as a captain, go, well, forget about the wickets, it's all about restricting runs?
Surely agree on that, Troy. Any dot ball is a bonus here. With the kind of intent that Thunderstorms are, they are probably eyeing around 150. That's what I'm seeing. As a spectator of the game, what's your cue on that one?
Yeah, look at again from playing the game, spectator of the game, and even commentating on this game. You're getting to now 12 balls left. There's 4 wickets needed. Chances of cleaning up 4 weeks, it can happen. It's not impossible, but you're now really looking at basically dot balls or singles. Singles is as good as dot balls. So you're looking at now restraining the opposition with their runs, creating pressure on the dot balls, because if you create pressure on the dot balls or even singles, then wickets will follow as well in that same sense. So these next 2 overs, it's also very crucial. They always say in T20 cricket, the second last over is the predominant over.
Yeah, and Haroon's bowling it. The last over was a gem of over from Aman. He just gave 7 runs off it. Score update is 3 for 124 of 18.
So Haroon, also the first ball, very nice. Definitely from my point of view, the batsman was out of his crease, but like I said, there's no interest of going for the stumping. Was that a reverse switch hit?
It was.
Yeah, switch hit. That's what I was
hit.
trying to say.
But full marks to Haroon for judging the batsman's footwork and bowling it literally very slow.
Well, I guess the question is, because obviously, yes, Haroon also adjusted really well, but if the batsman missed it, because he also switched it to the left hand, would the umpire say that's a fair delivery? I would think so.
I think so. Oh, that's just cleared.
And that is
Ollies.
a bit of a misidentification by our co-commentator Ollie, who's ran in a little bit and just overjudged really the flight of the ball.
A wonderful 6 over extra cover, I would say.
Very good 6. Very nice. It was very flat.
Yeah.
Nicely struck. Definitely came out of the middle. Obviously not what you want in the second last over. And again, the score at the end of the previous over was 2 for 124. 3 for 124, ladies and gentlemen. That will be now 130.
Yeah.
So good dot ball, followed up by Haroon. So obviously hasn't taken obviously the 6 to heart. But 130 now. These next 9 balls crucial.
That's true. I possibly think last over will be ball again by Aman. He has got 1 left in the kitty.
I'm pretty sure Aman has bowled. If he bowled 2 at the beginning of the innings, he's definitely bowled 2 at this back end so far. But I may be mistaken. So also a missed opportunity there for a run out. Just a bit unfortunate.
That's a miss hit.
Is it all?
But probably they will come back for the second run.
Yeah, is it?
A strong throw by Bo. A great work by Haroon. But they take the couple
They
easily.
take the 2 runs very easily. It just seemed like Push lost the side of the ball just initially in that second when also the ball went up. Even if he had eyes on the ball the entire time, I still think he would have just not got there to take the catch. So always 2 there. Yeah, big last over.
Big last over. And the responsibility lies on the strong shoulders of Aman Rakkar, who hopefully will execute the same plans as he did in the last over, where he gave only 7 runs.
Yep.
We are looking for a strong finish by Canberra Thunderstorms, who are 136 for 3 of 19.
Yes, so 136 for 3 off 19 overs. Also a big over here. Aman, I have been completely wrong whilst also commentating this entire innings. Aman has only bowled 3 overs. He must have bowled 1 early on and 2 recently, by bowling the predominant last over.
Absolute gun of a ball. What do you reckon, Troy? What will happen in the next 5 balls?
Well,
any guesses?
A wicket. I don't think a boundary will be hit here. I just don't think so. If the bowling is tight, I don't think any boundary will be hit. I think they'll be lucky to get 8 runs off this over.
That's another great dot ball by Aman. The batsmen really don't seem to have any clue on how to tackle his pace.
No, not at all. So again, big over from Aman. Again, if they can keep them point just on the 140 mark, this will be a very interesting batting chase for Burnley fans.
What a ripper! What an absolute ripper of a ball by Aman. You can't see them. They are absolute flyers.
No, they are absolute flyers. Also, great ball. Has taken also middle and off, but definitely off stump. Again, I felt wicket would be coming in this last over. Aman is also a danger man. Thunderstorms will be also looking just to open up the blade, play their shots, just to get the additional runs clicking over. But Aman has struck. There is 3 balls left to go in this innings. 4 wickets down now. And it seems like we are still on 137. So very good ending here, indeed. Is there a clear leader at this point in time? You'd probably say at this point in time, Thunderstorms maybe just a nose, a whisker ahead going to the next innings, but it's very evenly poised, ladies and gentlemen, going into the next innings.
And we have a lot of supporters coming. For Canberra, for Burnley fans, it's Panther out there, and Bell obviously. Sarat is the new batter.
Oh, a very good short ball.
A very good short ball
by Aman. Sarat also has raised the question saying, umpire, how am I meant to hit that? But also no wise, no sundries by the umpire. Fair delivery.
Just so we know, the time now is choo choo choo.
And
that counts as a wicket. So that's Devil's number 222, and
so Jack
gets a wicket.
So yeah, the choo choo choo, and we're not choo choo chooing for a train. It's actually 2:22 p.m. But the 222 has struck on Sarat. So we now know for future reference, do not send Sarat out there at 222. Ladies and gentlemen.
And 222 makes 6.
Very good maths there. Very good maths. The spectators, they've got head in hands. Is it because of a batting collapse in the last over? Is it because of the commentary team here? Who can tell, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. But we know with 2 balls to come, we are in for a grandstand, and the time is now 2:23, people. 2:23 p.m, ladies and gentlemen. And again, a lot more heads and hands. So also very stressful moments out here.
The
at
interesting
the ground.
fact about 222 is that it's 2 balls to go as well.
Yeah, it was actually after Saraka bowled. So yeah, 2:22 p.m, and, which was the 2nd wicket of the over with 2 balls still to come of the over. And the innings. Aman to continue. And the batter's gone, I do not want
single.
anything to do with you. I need to get off strike. I need you to have to face the last ball of this innings because, for God's sake, leave me at the non-strike area.
Before the last ball, let's have a quick poll. What will happen on this one?
Jack?
Troy?
If no wicket, runs.
Oh, not quite.
He absolutely creamed that one.
But no boundary.
Not a boundary.
They get 2. Will they run a 3rd? Yes.
That should be a wicket. Oh,
No.
A panic in Burnley fans club. But yeah, that's a wicket.
That's a run out.
So I think
So 2 completed runs there off that shot.
I reckon it's 142.
Or maybe 3 completed runs.
3 completed
yeah,
runs.
3 completed runs.
So it should be 142 and 143 for the chase. What do you reckon of the chase?
142, so 143 needed. It's definitely doable. Absolutely, definitely doable.
Some sensible batting, and I think 142 should be chaseable.
Yeah, 142.
Sun's out as well.
So it's just a bit over 7 runs are over, ladies and gentlemen. Just a bit over 7 runs are over to chase down 142.
A great effort by Burnley fans team, but it's an evenly poised game at this moment.
Absolutely, it's an even poised game. So if my maths is correct, and I'm just trying to use my maths very quickly on the calculator, it is 7.15 runs per over is the required run weight to achieve 143 runs.
Wickets in hand, you absolutely can do that every day. Keeping wickets in hand is crucial.
So absolutely. So also the beginning of the run chase for bowling fans will be very important, ladies and gentlemen. We're just catching up with our guest commentator, Ollie Shepherd. Ollie, mate, you also got a real good view on the ground. How was the conditions out there?
It's windy. It was cold and then it was warm because then they made me run. And obviously I didn't come out here today to run, did I? So it was a nice surprise to get called up, just carrying the drinks, which I'm now doing. But, you know, it was an honour.
Yep.
I've yet to play in a championship-winning team, so I'm going to, if the trophy comes our way today, I'm getting in the photo.
Yeah, get in the photo and snag one of the trophies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was definitely looking at your foot when you were running out there, and I went, there's definitely good running shoes, but cricket shoes are questionable.
I don't even think they're good running shoes, to be honest. These are no support, no grip, no spikes. It was treacherous out there. It was very tentative to run in or out or sideways whatsoever. I saw a few people take a tumble, so yeah, nervous.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to be out there for 3/4 of the innings.
I kind of felt like they went, you know, you're here now, we're just going to use you so well.
I don't think anyone was injured. I looked over and Curtis and Basco were having a good chat on the boundary for about an hour. I think they were just having a rest.
Look,
my beer supply is getting low, so now I know why.
Yeah, no, we've definitely consumed your beer supply when you were on the field. Look, that'll be a follow-up question at post-match of Basco and also Curtis. If there was injuries there, or was it just they needed to bludge a bit and get you on the field, so you have a bit more of an insight when questions came your way?
What was that? Sorry.
So again, to get you on the field, so when there's going to be questions raised back to the co-commentator that you have the answers and we don't need to ask them.
You know what? I'm looking forward to a rest now. I'm sitting straight back down. I'm assuming I don't need to bat. I don't think that's allowed.
No, I'm pretty sure within the Super A C20 competition rules, I'm pretty sure you are definitely not allowed to bat, but I'm pretty sure you're allowed to co-commentate still. So welcome back to also the commentary cast.
Pleasure to be back. Much more comfortable.
Excellent.
Yeah, thanks.
And our lovely umpire Syed, also the organiser of the Super Ace T20 competition, has handed me over the lovely scorecard. So for those who are also tuning in or who may be watching the final on replay, also around Canberra or Australia or the world, this is a quick snap of the scorecard. So Arvid, opening batsman, number 1, faced 53 balls, hit 2 fours, 1 6, and finished not out on 48 runs. His partner in crime as opening batsman was Sai D. He faced 14 balls, made 9 runs. Santosh, the captain of Thunderstorms, batter number 3, made 9 runs off 7 balls and hit 1 4. Sai K made 62 runs off 35 balls, hitting 5 fours and 2 sixes. Really brilliant innings and also top scored for Thunderstorms. Naresh, batter number 5, made 12 runs off 9 balls with 1 4. Surat, who was batter number 6, made 2 runs off 2 balls. And Srinivas, who was the last wicket to fall, run out, made 1 run off 1 ball. So how the wickets fell was Sai 1 for 11, Santosh 2 for 20, Sai 3 for 108, Naresh 4 for 139, Surat 5 for 139, and the last wicket of the completed overs was Srinivas, which was 6 for 103 I have here. So obviously the target is 144 runs for bowling fans to chase down to be crowned the champions. From a bowling figure perspective, Aman bowled 4 overs and had figures of 2 for 27. Basket bowled 4 overs with figures of 1 for 32. Curtis bowled 4 overs with figures of 1 for 12. Michael bowled 3 overs with figures of 1 for 26. Harish bowled 2 overs with figures of 9 for 20. And Haroon bowled 3 overs with figures of 9 for 26. So, ladies and gentlemen, also we are really set up for anticipating, and again, it's so long. There we go, I need that at the moment. Also, run chase by Burnley fans. Again, there's no cricket going on here, but a lot of spectators has their own hands at the moment. So it must be because also it's a nervous run chase ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's certainly, it's also a very cold day, so there's, you know, the nerves that everyone's showing are just kind of just increasing that, you know, the heart rate even more, I think. So, you know, with the amount of anticipation here, it's, you know, a lot of people are very, very lost for words.
No, absolutely. Again, going to this second half of the final, the sun has now starting to disappear behind the clouds, so also the temperature is going to drop, which may make it bit more tricky conditions for the batsmen and the middle. Also, with the wind coming in, also the lack of sun, it could make things very interesting.
Yeah, it certainly seems so. I mean, the cloud's been coming in and out all day. So, I mean, mostly it's been cloudy in the morning. In the semi-final, that provided well in the bowlers' favours. But now, it still seems kind of 50-50. The sun seems to be coming out now. I mean, the old saying, every cloud has a silver lining. So that hopefully that's a good omen for the Burnley fans when they go out.
No, absolutely. Hopefully a good omen for the Burnley fans going out. I guess also in the chase, who will be, I guess in your opinion, the key batsmen or the key individuals who will help Burnley fans chase this down?
Well, in terms of average and consistency, I definitely think Michael Pascaloni. He's been looking so solid at the crease. You know, he gets his iron, and once he gets onto that ball, you know, he hits it to all areas. You know, he finds that gap. You know, he connects really well, and he's just so calm and patient at the crease. He doesn't panic one bit. You know, when his team's under the pump, he just stands up and delivers like he always does. So that's so I reckon he's going to be the key man. The other man who's you know, going to be key is obviously is going to be the captain, Pushkar. Once he gets his iron and gets onto it, he can just hit the ball absolutely miles. So you know, definitely key there. But you know, in terms of holding the batting order together, we're looking at Pasca.
No, absolutely. Also, definitely those are the two key probably batters or batsmen strengths of Burnley fans. Also, you got Pasca, who's also holding conserve a really good innings, like he did in the semi-final, like he did in the final last year as well for all Burnley fans. But then also Pushkar, the captain, again, if he's on and he's also has the iron, he could be a very dangerous batsman and opponent for any type of team. But beside those two, I think also you've got Haroon, who also batted really nicely and well this morning.
Very good rear guard innings indeed.
Very rear guard innings, very old school, basically grinding innings. It really was. It wasn't easy. It did come easy. It was very grinding. So you've got Haroon also. You've got Bo, who could also be explosive as well, you know, in itself. You've got Aman, who's some people can call it basically a copy and paste of Pushkar. To a degree when it comes to the batting style. And you've also got Basker, who also batted well near the end of the innings in the semi-final today, and you've also got Curse as well. So from probably top to bottom of the 8 players within Burnley fans, you've got a really good batting lineup and strengths there. But as we know, you just need 1, 2 or even 3 really good partnerships, and that can take you along the whole way to the end of the game. And sorry, and I missed out on Harish as well. Harish is a very good batsman as well. So very good lineup with the bat for Burnley fans. They've just also got to play together. They've got to keep their cool, their calm. Again, last year in the finals, when these two teams played, Thunderstorms did bat first, and Burnley fans did chase them down, did chase their target down. This time around, it's a higher target for Burnley fans to chase down, but it's the same story as last year's final.
Absolutely, and I was actually involved in that grand final last year, and yeah, our opponents only made 100. We restricted them to about 110, 113 or something like that, and I was out opening the batting the last time, and. We lost 1 or 2 wickets, but because we had such a small target to chase, and because Pasca was scoring so freely, I mean, my job was very simple: just to stay out there, block out the good balls, try and get Pasca on strike, and just hold my wicket while he worked his magic, and it all paid off in the end. So you know, and this batting depth certainly has the ability to do that, to build partnerships, and if they can just keep their heads nice and cool and just you know, get their eyes in, and not try and go after it too early, then you know, hold hold their partnerships together, be disciplined, then they've definitely got a chance of chasing this down.
No, absolutely. And again, when you say obviously last year, where obviously the partnership was key to chasing a low target, so unfortunately that one or two. You said obviously who left the ground. That was a main part of that one or two. But again, it's a really good lineup. Also, we've got really good insight to also Burnley fans and even the team dynamics and culture of how things will need to be approached.
They're watching your commentary on their phone.
And we've had some feedback by spectators that we're also being viewed by a very good vast amount of spectators, viewership around Canberra, Australia and the world. So again, we just want to also thank Saeed, also who's the organiser of the T20 Super 8s competition, for also hosting the final to also be allowed to play in this competition, and also for umpiring the final.
Yep, you know, it's the unsung heroes who don't get enough recognition when they should. I mean, you know, if it wasn't for them, none of this would be possible. So, yeah, they always got a shout out to them, and you know, all our sponsorships and you know, all the curators putting this work. So, absolutely, nothing on them. And you know, and of course, the umpire Saeed, he's the one who organises this whole competition. So he's. You know, we thank him for making all this possible, and you know, bloody good man as well. You know, he's the type of friend that anyone would want to have.
No, absolutely. So before also we start the second half of this T20 final, Jack, predictions. Who you think's taking this out?
Well, for the discipline of the batting and bowling, you know, the amount of depth that they have and how consistently they perform well all season. It's going to be tough, but I reckon the Burnley fans are just going to make it.
It's starting to get
They've definitely got the chance.
No, absolutely. I think two really deserved teams to be in this final. The top two teams of this competition to be in this final. Also, I think the game will be won or lost probably within the first 8 overs of this innings, in my opinion. It's going to set the tone of the chase. It's going to set the standard.
Yep, I definitely think so.
I'm just going to let it get cold now.
Because,
It's that sore.
but then again, sometimes the ball can be, you know, the first ball of the innings can also be the deciding factor. So you know, if the team who wants to make a statement here is going to be the one who's got to deliver. So, and we just got Ollie back on commentary.
Thanks,
so Ollie,
Jack.
Ollie, how are you feeling after that stint out in the field?
Pretty good. What I was going to say is, you know, we can debate all day who's going to win this, but I think what we can both agree on is that I will be man of the match. Yeah, going around the crowd, it's pretty unanimous that is the mood, which is great.
It's really hard to see.
Well, if it's not a bad perspective to have.
I managed to, you wouldn't have seen it on the camera, but I managed to avoid dropping a catch by running far too far under it. Not even getting a hand near it. So
That is very true.
it does not count as a drop.
Well, I suppose
Kept
not.
a clean sheet.
Yeah, but we've got enough over here. So,
leaving.
yeah,
Sorry,
enough.
mate.
So the first ball.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Troy is being kicked off every seat in the house.
I'm just waiting for him to go. That's my chance.
And that's my beanie and my sausage.
Here's the second ball of the match.
Thanks for
Cuts
having me.
cuts that away,
Alright.
and they will get an easy single there. So that's good. So that's good conservative running. You know, nice positive, small start. So I want to set a bit of a foundation here.
So we've got Syed on the scoreboard actually. So he's out there umpiring, but he's also sending me live updates of the score, which is a treat.
That's
It was his suggestion, which is
very
very
good.
generous.
You know, very good and convenient for everyone, so that everyone knows the situation of the game. So good on him. You know, he's a wonderful man. God bless him.
It's quite amazing where Syed's also umpiring not just the match and also taking the scores, he's also messaging through the updates. So it's quite amazing that this man can do basically everything.
And probably doing his phone banking at the same time, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Multitasker.
Shrewd operator that he is.
Look, he might be also obtaining a degree at this point in time as well. Like studying as we
Yeah.
speak. Like this man has many.
He's doing an
many
online
traits.
course at Monash, I believe.
Absolutely.
Just on the iPhone.
Just on the iPhone.
Yeah. He's downloaded a degree
He's a man of many
in
talents.
Yeah, in financial management, I believe.
Yep, the man's a nerd.
Also running an illegal bookkeeping operation. I've got Actually got 50 on both sides today. And 100 on me for man of the match, obviously.
So Sai just came in, good ball, Aman, big swing, but no runs from that ball.
Again, good tight bowling to start, but you know, a couple of quick, easy singles. Again, got to get some foundation going.
Oh, it's going. That's 4. An uppish drive through cover. 1 bounce. I loved it. You know what? Cover drives in this competition, rare.
Well, well, if they're going to be cover drives, you know, you want them to loft, and that was exactly what happened there. Nice lofted cover drive to the deep cover region, just over the bowler's head and across the boundary. You know, the first over, that's just a perfect start. So again, very positive start here from Burnley fans. So
I guess back on the tail, because obviously last season, same 2 teams in the final. Obviously, Thunderstorms were unsuccessful that day. Do you think, I guess, this season or this competition for Thunderstorm has been a redemption season? They're obviously coming here, wanting to be dominant, want to be obviously coming in first, and then coming into the final going, you know what, we're going to beat you because you did it to us last year and that hurt.
I think that's what it will be if they win. If they don't win, it'll be a double down on the misery.
Correct.
Which, well, that's a tasty idea, isn't it?
Well, we could call that a shot of adrenaline. Yeah, I mean, it just you know, makes things like that make you even hungrier for it.
Get us some really nice feedback on the commentary.
And you know, and that's the thing. If you don't you know, play certain opponents, you know, you get beaten by them. I mean, it's those defeats which make you learn some pretty important lessons. And I think that, you know, once you know what you're up against, then you can better prepare yourself for next time. And it's like you know, it's been a year for the Thunderstorms to prepare for this, so you think that they'd be hot and ready now.
So we've got Manju coming in now to bowl. It's none for 8 after the first over.
This guy is always a very tough bowler. I've always had a lot of tough time scoring off him.
I've never had any trouble against him, if I'm honest.
So even as a commentator / spectator, Manjun, we've played against, and also a cheeky extra run there.
Good goal,
but Manju, very good bowler, very talented bowler. Can be very difficult to face.
Swing is what Jack
is doing some hand signals. He's even sign language to us because he's lost his voice.
Or he's helping a plane land.
Or he's helping a plane land, or he's saying swinging the ball. It's one of the 3 options. Jack, do you have your voice still?
Well, I still do. You know, I may work at the airport, but I don't. But not on airside. So
never known Jack to be
so I couldn't tell you how to do it. But I have learned a few hand signals in my time.
Advancing down the pitch.
Yeah, but yes, sometimes, you know, there's insights that got to come, you know, in a very subtle way.
Look, we know that skydiving also occurs here at Deakin on the opposite field, but we don't want any skydivers coming into this match. Not right now. It could just delay the match a bit further, which also none of the spectators or viewers would like.
Troy giving me some ideas for the next match.
No, yeah, I mean, just the... they're sneaking another run here.
There's one there.
Yeah, what happened there, they caught him napping and they went for it. However, there's still a bit of a hesitance on the running there, so they really got to work on that.
Definitely on target, though, in the first 2 overs.
Yeah, back to skydiving, just, you know, probably the extra, just the shout of Geronimo will put everyone off their game.
So, Jack, in your opinion, chasing 144, where would you want to be by the midway point of this chase?
Well, you know, you want a nice positive start. I would, you know, just get the eye in for a couple of overs, and then it really doesn't.
Oh, yep.
Was trying to sneak another run in, but they got the back up.
He didn't turn.
They're going to try and do this all day, but I think that just get you. It doesn't take too long to get your eye in, and then once you're feeling nice and comfortable, then you just got to keep going for it. So, and then, you know, getting those extra few. I think that just getting those, you know, good amount of runs early on in the game, you know, before the halfway point, you know, puts that pressure off in the other half, so that you're not just creeping your way to get there. So I definitely think that's the way to go. Okay. Get your eye in quickly, and then just start going for it once you're comfortable.
No problem.
Good shot.
I guess, ladies and gentlemen, if I was going to answer my own question, I say above 70 runs for halfway through the innings. Just to keep it simple.
Yep.
Just lofted that over mid-on.
And he you saw how far forward he got to that.
Did he?
He just really reached for that and took the bounce right out of it, and got all of it. So that was a brilliant shot.
It was only half an arm's length above the fielder, but it went all the way. So it was all timing, I reckon.
Yeah, so Martin's also doing some really good batting here at the moment against Mendrin.
Yeah, they've actually Thunderstorms actually have someone just on the kind of leg gully.
A gully fine leg position.
Yeah, shortish fine leg.
So also there might be a big concern that Mandrew might spray down that leg side a little bit. That's what it would indicate to me here on the sideline, just commentating.
Expecting a score update from Syed, and here it comes. Score is none for 20 off 2. So they're going at 10 and over. So great clicks.
Great clicks. They are definitely above the required run rate of 7.20 runs per over. That was required at the beginning of this innings. It looks like a change of bowler from Thunderstorms. Again, someone that we do know, Surat. Obviously, we've played alongside with him and against him. Very good mid-pacer bowler. Very passionate. If I were to say that there's a bowlers club, which Curtis Roy would be in, Surat will definitely be in the same club with Curtis.
Yeah, Jimmy, see your question there. It's none for 20 off 2 overs, actually. Yep, you got it. And I have it on good authority that Aman is on 18 off 10.
Very good authority right there.
And Haroon 2 off 2. So
Ollie, you said there was other comments that's obviously come in via the live stream.
Would you like my favourite?
Which one's your favourite there?
The bottom one here, suggesting that perhaps there's an international commentary gig for the 3 of us.
I guess we need to start going down to more social park cricket matches to commentate to build our brand.
We should be in international matches. Our commentary feels like watching international games.
Oh!
Now that was
a missed opportunity.
And they managed to score another one.
That was terrible backing up. The run was definitely not on there.
Remonstrations between the batters. A lot of hand waving.
A lot of easy boys from the captain Pushkar Kapoor here.
Yeah, but he's actually facing the other game, so I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he's.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I think it might be a social issue.
Well, there is a lot of cross game going on behind us.
Oh, he's calling them easy boys.
I see.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
And a wide has been signalled. 2 additional runs there to bowling fans. So 2 additional runs to Marn's batting scorecard. Jack, I think also looking at the way Marn's batting, he's also definitely wants to redeem himself on this morning's semi-final where he was probably dismissed a bit cheaply.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't remember. How did he get out again?
I think he was caught behind.
Oh, that was definitely out if he hit. So
what was the bowler doing? Why? This frustrates me.
There has been a lot of questions around the fielding and throwing back to the bowler today from both semi-final and final.
But it's a thing we learn in primary school.
And correct, and that's what I was about to say. It seems like we haven't also covered the fundamentals, or we have forgotten about the fundamentals, which is clearly evident, also on this ground in both semi-final and final today by the oppositions. Who played Burnley fans.
Oh, lovely whips behind. Square down the leg side. 2 easy runs. Very nice.
Very good leg glance there.
Always
by Haroon.
Always a happy scoring area in this format.
Unlike the previous delivery, they got a direct hit on the stumps, but the batsman was in his crease.
I'll be back. Troy will be back.
I'll be back. Hasta la vista, baby. But you talk about that, backing up the throw, coming in behind the stumps.
Well, that's it. We got the backing up, which you should always get to, but sometimes you can't. But the bowler should at least be behind the stumps.
Always, and it's a must. And even if the wicket keeper is going to chase the ball, someone else has got to cover the stumps. Being there, it's one of those logical things. Again, everything we were taught growing up as young cricketers, one of those essential things, and why people, adults can't do it and they get older, we don't see it, is just a bit outrageous, really.
I can see some questions around the ground. In particular, Curtis saying, "Where's Troy?" He's gone for a piss. Now you know.
Yeah, cool.
We like to stay on the hot topics while there's a break in play. I'll let you know soon.
No worse feeling than holding it in.
We'll know soon whether actually it was a number 1 or a number 2 by how long he takes.
Well, that's his business.
Unless I don't know, maybe you can snap it off quick. You know, some people have talents that we just aren't aware of.
Well, not everyone gets a circumcision.
None for 27 off 3 overs. Really going at a good rate of knots.
And that's
got to be wide. It is wide.
Two extras there, so yeah, that is not the ball to bowl.
Sundries have been costly in this league, as we've said a lot. 2 runs for sundries.
For how strict they are, it's you cannot get away with
anything down leg will be a wide.
Nice quick single there, good running. I'd just like to see them try to run a little bit harder, because they almost got run out on one or a couple of deliveries because they didn't run hard enough. So they need to up the ante there. They have the ability.
Yeah, but we've seen. Well, I can confirm it was a piss because he's back. We've seen a few mix-ups. Maybe they're just saying, "Let's cool it for a bit. Let's just."
Hopefully that's the wake-up call.
Oh, I really thought he was going to connect there, and I expected that to flash through gully.
Well, yeah, but I think one of the reasons why he hit that, it was probably there to cut, but it looked like he tried to overhit that, tried to cut that too hard.
Did, and it would have gone.
The thing is, on the cut shot, you basically, if you just try and use the pace of the ball and not try and hit it too hard, usually you'll get it away. But if you try and smack it too hard, there's any chance that you might catch an edge. Here they go again for another quick single, and that's really well guarded.
Nice to see that Bo Gleeson has tuned in on the Facebook live stream while he's also at the match, which reminds me of out the back of the Adelaide Oval and the members. Be right at the ground, you never see a ball of live cricket. Just lounging in the PIMS tent with the big screens.
Yeah, being too
real atmosphere of the Adelaide Oval here today.
Oh, good length ball. That's no good amount of respect there by the batsman to let that go.
Did you see Dean?
So there is certainly the odd good ball that they're bowling, but the batsmen are doing very well to pick up on it.
Stringer at point just jumping up and down for warmth, I reckon. Now moving into the gully.
It also makes you question, but now that the sun's out and the clouds have disappeared, and whether the pitch is dried out, whether it's doing as much as it did this morning.
I reckon with this breeze, they're still going to be moving it out there, though.
Yeah, moving, but because of that, if it only moves one way, then it just becomes too predictable, and they can just get onto it too easily. I mean, that's some of the best innings that I've played. I can remember, the conditions were very windy and not very pleasant, sometimes a bit cool, but because the ball was only swinging one way, it was just too easy for me to pick up on it, and I ended up making pretty big scores.
I'm going to share a personal issue, and that is I hate in-swing. That is all.
Which batsman doesn't?
That really does sound personal.
It's something I've really struggled with emotionally. I am talking to people about it.
Especially those in-swinging Yorkers?
The in-swinging Yorkers.
Train people to talk about, or just people who drink beer?
Yeah, just anyone that'll listen, to be honest.
Okay.
Like this microphone, which can't run away. Wonder if we've lost some viewers now. Going too deep in the commentary, no doubt. We'll keep it light. We'll raise the tone again.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Ollie.
Yeah. Troy's back from his piss break.
I will not share my trade secrets with the world. That's for oppositions to figure out.
Well fielded and cover. Yeah, you're right. I'm actually really bad when it's, you know, a good length on just outside off stump. Just full of a good length.
Yeah.
Really struggled there.
And
If anyone's taking notes on the opposition.
He hit that ball pretty well, but you know, straight to the fielder. Otherwise, that probably would have, with the amount of run in this outfield, that would have been 4 any day.
So yeah, very good field placing there by St. Josh from Thunderstorms. Obviously, 2 shots in the same area, fielded by the same player.
It's none for 31 off 4, just for an update. So out the bowler. Oh, don't run there.
They had heaps of ladders.
They're just getting a bit desperate for runs at the moment.
Yeah, so it seems like
There's no
the
need.
run rate has slowed down. With its 31 off 4.
They're having a chat in the middle. I think they've said we don't need to do that.
No, they don't.
Do you think that was the conversation or the words?
I honestly couldn't say.
Maybe a bit more just political.
I reckon they said, I hate in swing. And there was agreement.
Didn't you say that?
Yeah. Better call.
Again, straight to the man at cover, and no run.
I think Aman is saying to Haroon, because also the last 3 out of 4 shots have been there, is if it's hit there every run straight away, we could probably make it.
I think
But Haroon also not taking a bath full of it.
I think he's actually saying, wait a minute, I thought Gleason was supposed to open.
That's the way to get the ball away. They should get 2 for this, and they do.
A lot of shouting for a very easy 2. Oh, still no backing up, but they neither have the batsman. Slow turn.
So yeah,
It's as if they're deliberately not backing up just to sucker the batsman into run.
So also could be maybe additional runs on there. Haroon was in his popping crease where Aman was still getting back to the popping crease, but obviously the additional or the steal, for layman terms, was not there.
Yeah, I love seeing a good stolen base.
You're watching the wrong sport. We're watching cricket at the moment, Jack.
Well, there was baseball talk earlier, but
there you go.
Jimmy, 31 after 4 it was.
Okay.
But I'm appreciating that you're requesting the updates every over.
Okay.
Again, swing and a miss. Again, probably still trying to hit that too hard.
Hope the sniffles are clearing up, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy, sorry you couldn't be here today, mate. Wish you all the best and a speedy recovery, mate. Well, this is for you, mate.
Hoping we get some batsmen's totals updates soon. Here we come. Only 2 runs off that over, so that would be 33.
What was the score?
I think it was 31 before, so it's 33 now.
33 off.
Yep,
5.
off 5 overs.
33 off.
No wickets. I think that's the target. I would have said 60, 70 after 10. I think they're on track, especially with no wickets down.
So again, very good short answer of the expectation that Bally fans need to be at the 10th over mark. Sometimes a good short answer is what the spectators and viewers just need to obviously comprehend and just to move along. Also, with both game men obviously listening to us in the commentary.
A lot of big hitting to come in. And obviously, you know, not a big hitter, but Pasqualoni's been in form.
Certainly depth in this batting lineup, that's for sure. Or short run up, but he delivers that ball so fast.
Your alcoholic beverage next to you, and I thought you were talking about hitting big with those. But also, no, we're also referencing back to the cricket, ladies and gentlemen. If you've missed out on the previous ball, Haroon took a lovely single there, a good leg glance down the final leg.
I think you confused hitters and bitters. There's a magpie joined us. It's riveting stuff here.
A beautiful symbol of this great country. Again, the quick single.
They could double it here.
No, they double it.
Very good running between the wicket.
Yes, that is very good running.
Now I'm going to invite all the listeners to lean into the speakers. Got another ASMR moment for you all at home. Here's a tinny of Melbourne bitter for you. Oh yeah. Oh, it's overflow as well.
Come in. Are you guessing the actual score, or
Yes.
is it the actual score?
We are. We're actually getting live updates from Syed,
and
the
he's-
umpire.
Oh, he
Every
smashes
over.
that ball a lot.
He's texting me. That's huge.
Smashes that ball to the
That is-
deep square leg, and that's 4.
Yeah,
that
huge.
breaks the shackles.
An excellent square leg shot. Also, Aman did also advance a pace of 2 to also the pitch of the ball and the bounce of the ball, and a beautiful shot down square leg for 4 runs. Aman doesn't need to hold the bat up just yet, but he's also doing all right, brilliantly.
Yeah, you can't be far away.
Lovely. So I've just been shown a beautiful photo by my co-commentator Jack here, in the baggie. Definitely not in the shower or in the bathroom, but it looks like his bedroom.
Almost wonders why you even mentioned that.
Lovely robe on. Looking very stunning there, Jack.
Yeah, I just had to show that. That was me at 1:30 in the morning watching the Ashes. Yeah, it was definitely worth it.
Not a lot of
was
sleep
that day
got by the
5?
club this week.
No, I had to just to get through the day. Those morning, I wake up at 6:20. I have to start work at 7. I had to take a Barocca every morning just to get through, just to wake up in the morning.
Well, I fell asleep for the last session.
I'll be
Of the
honest.
game.
I had to fly to Sydney Wednesday morning at 6 a.m, so I got up at 4:15. And you know what? Brilliant timing. Australia needed 17 runs to win.
Ah.
And I was so happy to watch it live and getting ready to fly out from Canberra.
And the first is down. That's a great catch.
Yeah, very well judged.
Oh,
It was
Man,
coming at him quite fast.
honestly, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They look
very,
safe.
Very low flat shot. Really good low catch by Manjun.
A wicket to
from
Naresh, the bowler.
Thunderstorm. Aman has departed. He will take no further action in this final, ladies and gentlemen, but he has set up a really good chase for Burnley fans as he departs, ladies and gentlemen. So
Great opening
first
up,
wicket
eh?
falls. This brings now Michael Hasker
Yeah, good
to
opening
crease
stand, mate.
to join Haroon. So a bit of a reunion relationship between these two coming from the semi-finals.
Absolutely out of nowhere. Just waiting for that score update. I think Syed has to do a fair bit of paperwork at the fall of a wicket.
But yes, Jack, it seems like a bit of a batting reunion from earlier today.
Yeah, yes. Well, in the semi-final, these two came together when the Burnley fans were 3 wickets down, in a bit of trouble, and then they built a pretty solid partnership and set a good foundation. Made sure that the team got to a respectable total of 130, and it ended up being more than enough to defend. So here's hoping they can do it again.
So an update on that inning. So Aman, 30 runs off 25 deliveries with 3 boundaries.
That's as good as a half century in T20.
So Burnley fans are 1 for
40.
40 off 6 overs, and Surratt in again. Good single. Just a bunt, really?
Yeah.
And overthrow. Oh, they've backed up too far again.
And
This is absurd. This is happening too much.
I will say this, Michael is a gentleman and scholar, so even if the throw has come in and hits him and let's just say deflects, he will not steal a run, ladies and gentlemen. Michael is a teacher of a gentleman and a scholar, and that's why out of all of us, he's a happily married man, because he proves it, both on and off the field.
It certainly took his time to propose, and every time he didn't, his club fined him for it.
Yeah, now time is of the essence, but in Michael's case, there's also no time in his mind, where 9 years is not a long time for him, but I think it's 11 years, actually, but also he got the job done. He did propose. Oh no, they didn't want to throw because there was no backing up again.
Little comment from Jimmy in the chat. Apparently the catch looked very good on the footage. I didn't even think it would be.
It was certainly hit pretty hard, and when it goes that hard and flat at you, you really got to judge it properly. So yeah, he did well to get that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that feeling. So
Well, thank you, Jimmy, for also messaging that one in, because also we didn't have the live footage up in front of us to also see if that was in the footage. But I'm glad that also you've raised that with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this live or on replay, later on, feel free to backtrack a couple of minutes to see that catch.
Jimmy, I'm getting the impression you wish you were here, mate. We've got a Melbourne bitter here for
I
you.
could sing you that song by Pink Floyd right now.
I think you will probably at some point, won't you?
I don't have the guitar here, unfortunately.
You do have a karaoke mic.
And a wide has been called, 2 additional runs to Burnley fans, and also 2 additional runs to Haroon's strike rate.
Yeah, anytime you get that, that's always a nice reprieve. It certainly eases the nerves when you're not scoring as many runs.
Yep. A wide is usually how I get off the mark.
Instant breaks.
And how I reach double figures.
It just makes me wonder how many. It just makes me wonder how many of those runs you scored in your career are actually legit.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate that comment when you said that earlier today, Jack. It felt targeted. In saying,
Shot by Haroon.
oh, well fielded.
Oh, good
Well
stop.
beaten.
Yeah,
Good
he
commitment.
really dove one-handed to get that. So that's saying to certain 2 runs. Really well fielded.
Yeah, so Sanchoff has also placed him in this cover region area. He's been very sharp, so it's been a very good fielder placing by Sanchoff. Also, he doesn't trust any other player to be in that position. He's the man of the hour to be there, as we see Surratt come into ball.
Drives that well, but straight to the fieldsman.
There's been a lot of driving into that cover area today
Pasca-
by Martin and now also Pasca.
I don't think it'll change because Pasca hits through there a lot. Always on the ground, but it's not a fertile run-scoring area if he just keeps doing that. May have to adapt.
Yes, he may have to adapt. He may have to be, what's the word we look for in T20? Unorthodox.
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 Needs to be flexible, needs to be inventive, needs to be unorthodox.
Well, Mr. Laurie Kirk did message through this morning in the semi-final saying, first ball better be a ram shot. Maybe the last ball needs to be a ram shot.
I think so. I think Pascal Erning being a bit too Catholic and needs to convert to a bit more orthodox.
Yeah, a bit more orthodox.
Unorthodox.
Yeah, I know.
What I'm talking. I've just remembered that I've got some whiskey in the bag, so I'm just going to nip off for 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely more than welcome to do that. As I'll take the seat right next to our good friend Jack in the commentary. Well, I won't say box. It's an open area. It's a very much open area where all of our spectators can kind of hear, obviously, the commentary, the viewship of the game being done live. Haroon obviously paddles out for a single. Obviously, Sai fielding there. Thought maybe a good chance for a run out. In my professional and trying to be unbiased opinion, I don't think a run out was definitely on there. But again, I'm not where Side threw the ball, and I didn't have as good as a view on that at all. Jack, are you okay there?
Yeah, good mate. I just opened up another beer, and I actually recorded myself doing it. But it was not the cleanest of jobs to do, that's for sure.
Excellent. So also we'll find that video on our club page for those who are also watching the coverage of the T20 Super Race Final. This coverage is being brought to you by and also through the Facebook page of Canberra City Cricket Club. I'll repeat, being brought through the club page of Canberra City Cricket Club. And Jack will post a lovely video of him opening that beer on the club page a bit later on for those who are interested of that technique and a bit of the spillage as well that occurred with Jack opening up that beer.
Because at the end
So as we continue, 7 overs completed. It is 1 for 45 runs. So still going above 6 runs over, ladies and gentlemen. Bradley fans are batting out, obviously, but still very poised at the moment. As Pasca hits that through the covers.
It's a smashing cover drive, that one. He really hits that really well. And of course, he drives beautifully. Once he gets onto it, I mean, they really stay hit.
Absolutely. So very evenly poised, 7 overs, 1 for 45. You being at the 10 over mark, you probably want to be at the 70 runs mark. You want to be halfway through the chase, setting yourself up in the next 10 overs to not do as much harder work as you need to do in the first 10 overs, but still have obviously the wickets up your sleeve as that one's gone down the leg side for a wide. Haroon grabs another additional 2 runs to his strike rate, making that look a bit more impressive in this final.
Well, he's
And Huron, very good
and
shot.
this is
And a bit of soccer fielding there.
yeah. Well, you got to be careful when you do that because there's any chance you can roll your ankle. I think that's one of the reasons why they, as juniors, the coaches encourage us not to do that.
No.
Because we've actually seen, what it can do. I mean, look what happened to Glenn McGrath.
And that's what I was just about to bring up. Going back to the 2005 Ashes series over in England, he did a bit of that in the warm-up on the very first day of the test. And I think it was the very first test match of the series.
The second at Edgbaston.
Yeah, second at Edgbaston, and he rolled his ankle. So after 8 overs being completed, Bradley fans are now 1 for 52 runs. So still going above the run rate. You probably want maybe from the next 2 overs 9 runs per over for the next 2 overs to get them to the 70 runs mark. But obviously there's still some fighting power or some batting power to come. Also, you've still got the captain Pushkar Kapoor to come in. You got Harish as also a run out opportunity there, goes straight into the bunker.
Again, he just kind of like threw that ball to the ground. It's a very spastic attempt at getting it back.
Well, if there wasn't a bunker there full of sand, he's also on his way to digging one out. And it's a peel and LB. And Sai walks towards the camera like he's the man of the hour. I realise he's got to console with his teammates. And the second wicket falls with Haroon trapped LBW.
Finger went up quick there. Wicket for Sai.
Yeah, it's like it was fairly plumb. We can't tell from here. We can only see the height.
Of course, Pushkar's immediate reaction next to me at the time was not out. And then the finger went up, and now out he goes.
Yeah. Did it look high from here to you?
No, it didn't look high. It looked like around the knee pad roll of the pads. But also we'll get some feedback from the departing batsman Haroon in one moment. But this now brings out to the middle of the crease the captain of Bradley fans, Pushkar Kapoor. Obviously will want to redeem himself from the semi-finals batting efforts. But these two could be a very interesting batting pair. Thunderstorms will be very, very aware that if they don't contain Pushkar straight away, that he's the man that could do damage and hurt them. So this is going to be a very probably interesting next 3 to 4 overs.
Yeah, it's very, very important that they get he gets his eye in first.
Update from Syed. Haroon scored 19 of 20 deliveries.
Solid.
It was certainly a solid opening stand. I think it got Bowling fans to a place they would like to be.
Yep, so 2 wickets down, both opening batsmen have been dismissed.
Update from Pushkar was that they were aiming for about 65 runs after 10.
Nice quick single there. That's very good running.
Well, that's a really good inside update there, Ollie. So 65 after 10 was the captain's goal.
It's captain's target.
Yep.
And got nicely past that now. So that's looking well on track. But got to keep their heads down now and just play the ball on its merits.
So a bit of a side field change that's been ordered from the bowler side, not from the skipper, Santosh. The bowler side is also ordering some movement of the field. Predominantly, a lot of the field's back on the boundary.
I think if anything...
I think they're getting ready for those big hits because they know what these batsmen are capable of.
So also definitely a anticipation of some big hitting to come their way. But again, when you have 6 fielders on the ground, it can be very difficult to plug every gap or plug every really road to the boundary.
Another personal update, I've got the baggy black on now, and that's made a huge difference to what I can see. Because fuck me, is it glary.
And I just have to remind my co-commentator language because again, we are all age viewing platform.
Oh, I actually thought we weren't. My apologies.
No, we certainly are.
I hope they were censored. guides that nicely to the offside, and nice steady run. That's very, very smart batting.
Very, very good. Just very good rotating of the strike here. And I think, well, if Santos hasn't picked up on it, I think Sai's picking up on it, that they're not challenging the boundary. They're very much rotating the strike here.
And because the openers had a pretty solid start here, they've set a good foundation for the middle order to follow suit. So don't have to go too aggressive. This is fairly reasonable run rate. So they just got to keep this up, and they'll get over the line.
Facebook update here. Vic's gone home, but I can see he's already got the TV on and he's watching the game.
Well, we appreciate Vic.
Yeah, Pro is at the game and watching it on his phone. You'll hear it in the commentary. He's right behind us.
So it's good to have spectators here watching the game live and via also YouTube and the club page.
Much like when you're actually at the ground of international matches.
What was the last score?
Score update. Thank you, Kers. It is 56 runs after 9 overs.
87.
So 2 for 56. Naresh is the bowler.
Nicely guided there. And
they pick up a single.
If they were running super high, there could have possibly been a chance for a 2 there, but safe to stay 1 there.
Well, it's one of the things. Also, Pushkar would be running back down to the danger end, and also Pushkar, as the captain, has ordered Paskar. That's not going to happen for that run.
Jimmy, can you hear our commentary or not? Because
and a drop catch.
That would have been a screamer of a catch.
Call that a half
Very
chance.
screamer.
That was
fell right at his fingertips.
Yeah, that was a spectacular effort to get to that ball. I mean, that would have been probably the catch of the season.
I mean, I would have taken it, Jack, of course. But,
yeah, with your athletic ability.
Probably only me.
So, mate, I'm the athlete out of the 3 of us.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if that was not captured on the broadcast, it was very low, probably roughly around ankle, probably even below ankle height, to the left, diving catch. If he caught that, hats off. We all would have applauded. Spectacular catch, but unfortunately for Thunderstorms, it was not to be. And also 2 runs, Pushkar Kapoor, the captain of Bowling Fans, picked up there.
Fortunately, I wouldn't have been able to applaud because I have a tinny of Melbourne Bitter in one hand and your comments on my phone on the other. So I'll leave the applause up to you two.
The applause, the thumbs up,
seat.
the loves, the cares from our live stream comments. Nerish will go for it. No, he does not let go of the ball. He's now learned that if every time he goes for a run and he doesn't get, he leaks a couple of runs from it. So he's trying to play some smart cricket.
Jimmy, I can see that you're asking us about the score every over. Can you not hear the commentary or just looking for confirmation? Oh, he's given him! He's nicked it! Pushkar, the captain, has been fired. I'm not sure he probably did.
It seemed like from this point of view, Pushkar went fishing.
He did.
He didn't need to go fishing. He may even got a wide out of that, but it looked like he stretched a fair bit.
He won't be happy. He's walking straight back at us.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's how he got out in the last game. Yeah, just going for a wide one.
He's holding the bat like a small baby, rocking it gently.
Yeah.
As if to say, I'm sorry.
Let's go, Harry.
Big cherries on that outside edge.
So, 3 wicket falls. Pushkar Kapoor out. Caught by Santos, the opposing captain, as the keeper. This brings out now Harish to the middle.
Your comments from Pushkar, same as in the first game. I've censored it this time.
Same as the first game, so unfortunately that will end the match and the competition for the Bowling Fans captain.
I see Jimmy typing. I can see Syed also typing. This is very exciting.
Typing or timing the batsman?
No, typing.
Typing.
Texting me.
Ah, okay. Not timing the batsman.
As if we needed this update. Pushkar caught behind. Oh, that's a bit unfair. He also said after scoring 5 off 5.
So Pushkar scored 5 runs from 5 balls.
Yeah. So 61 runs, approaching the halfway mark. 1 ball to go. So only 4 runs short of their target at the halfway point. Would have liked maybe 1 fewer wicket, I think.
Yeah, so at the completion of the 10th over, it seems that it is 6 sorry, 3 for 60. So also scoring at a run rate of 6 runs per over. Still 84 runs to be obtained from 60 balls.
And Jimmy, I appreciate that. He said he's just checking the score. He's counting as he goes, and just making sure that Syed is being accurate, which we appreciate. Keep him honest.
Well, he doesn't miss a trick that bad, Syed. But yeah, the Burnley fans will be very disappointed to to have lost their captain there. He's, again, once he gets onto it, he's so hard to stop. So, and again, just a bit of gone fishing for a wide ball outside of some, just like he did in the first game. It's and he's furious with himself for that, and rightfully so. So yeah, let's just hope that this isn't started something, but still got Pascal at the crease. So let's see what happens.
Vic on the commentary saying he couldn't miss this, watching from home.
Well, God bless you, Vic. And we're glad you're part of the part of the viewing coverage here.
Sorry about your nose, which didn't happen at cricket.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the required run rate is now about 8.4 runs per over. So, has crept up, has increased from the beginning of play, from which was 7.2 runs per over required to now 8.4 runs per over required. So, is that an indication that at the halfway mark, 3 wickets down, they're a bit behind the required run rate from the beginning of the innings, that Burnley fans may be behind in the game?
And that's a very good quick single there. That's very good running. They need to keep that up.
Got the vested Vanguard in at the moment. Looking, only difference here is height, really, from this glary angle. But looking remarkably similar in their attire, with the purple Burnley fans. Polo under the beautiful cream vests. Looking very smart, actually.
It's definitely T-Train, but with a bit of a traditional cricket class.
That's who we are.
Well, that's what we live for as a club.
Don't see anyone else with baggies.
Yes, mine's that too.
Oh, they're quick runners.
They're going for it. They need to hurry.
It's a good run.
And that's very good running.
It was on.
And yet another overthrow, but they don't go for it. So
that one's come off.
And again, like they're trying to sucker them into it.
I think that one's come off
Harry.
Yeah, Harry's ankles.
Oh, Harry was too far past the ball anyway.
He's put his hand up to say no run, but I'm not sure if it was out of sportsmanship or just that he couldn't make it.
Oh, slow ball.
Shot. And we'll wait. We stand.
He's cut it off.
Oh, good cut off.
That one's gone right in front of the commentary team at deep point.
And
there's another overthrow.
Again.
It's overthrow.
Typical. Surprise, surprise.
And again, it's number 48 who's given the overthrow.
Yeah, but was it his fault?
Yeah, because Santos jumped and he doesn't play NBA. So you can't expect Santos to get that for a slam dunk.
More like a slam flunk.
Comment in the chat from Vic. He says, ha. That is all. Oh, well taken.
Quicker ball, fishing outside. They really got to watch that. That is a big no-no.
So, still to come. We still have Bo Gleeson, we still have Basker, and we still have Curtis Roy. So,
fairly good batting depth we got. So, but really need to hold it together.
It's nice when you're a batting side and a bowling side.
Yeah, an all-round side.
Yeah, definitely all-round side in T-Train can be definitely an advantage.
Yeah, that's how you get to finals.
That's, again, very good quick singles there. Every bit counts. So that's really, really well done.
Well, some people can get to finals, some people can't get to finals.
Well, some people can't get to finals and it's got nothing to do with injury. That would be me.
I'm pretty sure, Ollie, now this is referencing the
oh no, don't do this.
CA from season 2022-2023. Ollie Vincent, weren't you part of a finals team for Canberra City Cricket Club?
We did. Did we make the semi-finals?
You did make the semi-finals.
Real highlight having was that my 3rd year. In the first year, I didn't win a game. I played across 5 different teams, different divisions. Not once did I win a game.
Well, some people might actually be really sympathetic towards you, Ollie Shepherd, and go, well, whole season, play for 5 different teams within your club, not a single victory. But I'd like to raise also the story of Mr. Benjamin Lawson, where played for Canberra City for, I think, good 3 or 4 seasons with no victory to his name. So it could be worse.
It breaks my heart.
But ladies and gentlemen, it's okay. Mr. Benjamin Lawson did get his first victory for the club last season.
Well, good for him.
Was it just the one try?
No, he was part of a second victory too.
Oh, very good.
Well, you know, just enough patience and anticipation, and it comes around eventually, and then, you know, then it breaks the shackles, and you can work on it from there.
He's 3 for 69, just for info.
Uh-oh.
Or is it? Oh, that's. Oh. No, I've got to say that was very well fielded.
That was, yeah.
That's the best piece of fielding I've seen today.
Yeah, that was just clean straight throw.
Whipped off by the bowler.
If the throw was just a bit away from the stumps, Harry would have been home.
Yeah, I've got to say the batsman probably thought they were going to field that in the way they have for the rest of the game.
With their speed, how well they've been running, they thought they could make it. But when you go straight to the fielder like that, you're just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Game is slipping away from Burnley fans with 4 wickets down at the halfway mark.
So next batsman in is Mr. Bo Gleeson. So for our fans who were watching the earlier match today, the semi-final, Bo Gleeson did open the batting with Aman. So he's also a bit of tactics from the captain, also putting Bo down the order for the chase for this afternoon's final. But a very handy batsman, definitely a good runner between the wickets. So these two will also complement each other with running between the wicket. So it will be a very, very good partnership to also watch.
Walking out there, he was swinging the willow blade like Excalibur. I reckon he's a bit sore. I'm hoping his soreness isn't going to hamper that famous running between the wickets. He is zippy.
Yeah, he's certainly shown that in the field.
Yes.
So, hoping the microphone is picking up that gust of wind, that icy polar wind.
It certainly feels. It doesn't feel like a northwesterly. It feels like a southwesterly.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, last time we checked the weather, it was 11.6 out here in Deakin, but it felt like 4.4 degrees. So Ollie's definitely on the side of that feeling like 4.4 degrees.
Yep, I've got the uniform on, a big thick jumper and a fleecy jacket and a scarf, and I'm freezing. But I am having. Well, you know, it's keeping the beers cold.
Oh.
We don't have an esky here.
On a winter's day, do you need a fridge in Canberra, or do you just have to? Or I think putting the beers out in the actual elements.
Winter's day
is
this
good.
is what I need, and I'm excited.
Oh,
okay. Here.
Bring out the good stuff.
I pulled out an ice cream for everyone at home.
Oh, just a bit of a tentative swing there, a bit of a nothing shot.
Yes, footwork a bit lacking for Bo. It looks like not much footwork occurring.
It's not what he's famous for, to be honest, but he does have that knack of being able to hit everything through mid-wicket.
That knack day.
It's a knack.
It's a knack.
Freddie Flintoff was good at that.
Nice square leg umpiring. So we've got the square leg umpire, Panther, who's returned to the sidelines. Now, Panther, any insights or into also the batting conditions out there, what the batters are facing?
Yeah, it's obviously pretty tough. I think the pace is pretty good from every bowler, but you know, we just got to hold it in and be pretty good.
Give us a score update, will you?
So it's 72 runs after 12 overs at the moment. I think we need like around 70 runs in 8 overs,
Yeah, so another 72 runs required or 48 balls, ladies and gentlemen. Burnley fans are still scoring at 6 runs per over, but that required run rate is now definitely creeping up more and more. Each over goes past. Pantho saying he's a really good mathematician, and he says almost 9 runs required per over. Thank you, Pantho.
Yeah, no problem.
Also, my commentary team has now suddenly wandered off. Jack is running around the boundary, maybe towards the actual camera. But I got Ollie Vincent back with me in the chair.
Gosh, Jack's seat's much more comfortable than mine. Jeez. If I'd known. Where's he gone?
It's either he's looking for the toilet facilities or he's gone walkabouts.
In the woods.
And look, a good walkabout for each one of us, it's not bad.
The thing
It's how you cleanse the mind and the soul sometimes.
The thing is, if it is a piss he's after, there was a toilet much closer to the left.
Yeah, but we didn't need to inform the fans of that.
Oh, they knew. Because we updated them on yours.
When I went to the left. When I went to the actual facility.
Yes.
Mandrew to come back on for the Thunderstorms against Michael Pascoe.
Oh, that's a quick action. He's just slightly mishit that point.
It's just not enough power behind him.
He was a bit slow on that one, I think the pace surprised him. Surprised me, to be honest.
Now, Pamfo, thank you for also sitting in with us. Where do you think this game lies for, I guess, mainly fans to come back into this and to win?
I reckon, obviously, till 15, 16 overs, Pascoe needs to stay there. It's crucial for Pascoe to stay there. And, we'll just see from there. But obviously, they need to up the run rate a little bit. They're very tight bowl, actually, like barely any wides given, any extras given. So if they keep that up, it's going to be very hard for Burnley fans to catch up.
Do you think that's been the difference between the two sides today? It's also just the discipline in bowling. Also, Thunderstorms, in your words, also having conceded many sundries where Burnley fans was probably a bit different. They did concede a bit of sundries.
Yeah, I would say giving away those extras would actually give the batsman a bit more confidence. So keeping it tight actually gives pressure to the batsman, which is what Burnley fans are in right now. So.
Oh, it's well struck, but straight to long off.
It's one of those things as well, like, again, when you've batted first and now you're fielding and you know where the score is and you know where the opposition's sitting, you can push your fielders a bit back, you can save those boundaries, because you know if the opposition gets a single or two, it's not going to hurt.
Yeah, absolutely agree. These singles won't get them there. And they know it.
So, obviously, Panther, in your opinion before, see, Michael Pascoe is an individual that needs to also stand up and probably take a bit, I guess, the game by the neck.
Or the ball by the horns.
Or ball by the horns, as Jack was doing before. But also, he needs to partner with him to also complement him to take the ball by the horns. And also, Bo looks like he needs to be that partner.
Just taking some happy snaps for the viewers.
Excellent.
If you're in the Facebook chat, you'll find them.
Facebook, maybe even the live feed chat. If you
I can try.
Yeah.
I'm not as technically savvy
as some
as the Pasqualonis.
Well, I was about to say as the batsman on strike, who's about to also go to the non-strikers end. Live update score. Do you have one, Mr. Ollie Shepherd?
No.
Okay.
But I will. 2 seconds. My WhatsApp is not suggesting that Syed is typing right now. Wait, was that the 13th? We haven't done the 76 runs?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, that was right now. Yeah, okay. 76.
So 13 overs completed, 76 runs has been scored. So the run rate is now under 6 runs per over. The requirement rate has increased. It seems like, and if we have Wiz here or any of that predictions, it'd probably be favouring Thunderstorm, to be fair.
I have to say, though, WinViz is a sociopath.
Okay.
I have never once seen WinViz know what I needed to censor myself ahead of time. Know what it is talking about.
Well, I try to ignore it.
So it spins on, Bo's.
Pick the gap nicely.
Bo playing on the offside. Beautiful to watch.
It's a very glorious shot there by Mr. Gleeson to go off strike. So 1 run picked up there. Also, Thunderstorms have put on the spinner.
68 off 42 is the equation, according to
Now,
our umpire.
Now, for our viewers at home, 68 or 42, please do the math and tell us what the required run rate is.
Oh, well struck.
Yeah, he gets a good piece of that, but
Going
straight to
into
the
the
fielder.
wind.
But they should get an easy two.
Oh, that's an arm. Not out. Not out.
Right. And Santosh cannot
And
argue
they are
with
just
Praneeth.
begging the umpire to give that out, but clearly he was in his ground.
It wasn't out.
No,
it was a very
definitely
good
not
throw.
out. But very good throw
I think
by
it
side.
surprised everyone.
Santosh also does like the square leg umpire, so there won't be any harsh words saying that the umpire's against him today from the square leg umpire. Also, the Thunderstorm captain does have a tendency when decisions doesn't go his way that the umpire's also playing for the other team for some reason. It's not a accusation. He's actually said that to me as an umpire before, so just want to make that clear.
Oh, has he got it? Oh, it's dropped short again. And remember his arm. Remember that arm. Oh, run! Turn!
There's more runs there.
Two there.
One more, go!
And Pasca has said, please no.
I think they forgot the strength of that arm from the ball before, and went for that, and that was going to be out for all money.
If the captain / keeper took the ball and took the bails.
The ball's ricocheted off the pitch. It hasn't really deviated. The keeper's just throwing his arms up and said, not close enough, can't be bothered.
Yeah, and again, there's a bit of reputation by
Santosh.
The reverse
hook.
Yeah, best way to describe that one, the reverse hook.
2 runs, well done.
Very cheeky.
Well played, oh, there's more overthrows.
No, there was, if Pasca was on there, another run, Bose was pleading, what are you
Pasca
doing?
never on. He's always facing the wrong way or 10 metres past the popping crease.
Well, you got to remember, this man
or the return
who has great stamina, who is Michael Pasca, has been batting all day. So I think he's starting to feel it now.
And maybe we'll call Jess in for some commentary later about that stamina.
Yeah, I think she's decided to leave because he knew questions was going to be posed on her.
I think that's fair.
No, I think she used the coldness as an excuse. He knew questions was coming her way about Michael Pasca's stamina, so he didn't want to answer them.
And you know what? I miss Pixel.
I miss Pixel too.
Well, it's not the same without Pixel.
It's never the same without Pixel. So if you're listening to this live commentary, please come back and please bring Pixel with you.
And feel free to send in your comments.
And yeah, feel free to send in your comments to everyone else.
Request for censorship, I don't know. Oh, well done!
Good shot by Pasca.
Oh, it's
straight
just
to Surratt, who feels a square leg.
Oh, just wasn't placed right. I couldn't see that man at square leg. It was blocked by the point fielder and the batsman.
Yeah.
And camouflage against a tree.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, Ollie Shepherd will receive a live score update from the man who's also officiating this match in the middle, Syed, who is today's umpire for the final and also the tournament's organiser as well of Super Ace T20 cricket.
No update yet, but I can see Syed's typing, and my WhatsApp says he's typing. Yeah, good drop. Just sharing a little lemonade here.
Warms up the chest of the lemonade.
Flask of lemonade. 86 runs after 14 overs. 4 down.
4 down. So just above that 6 runs over rate. The next 36 balls will be interesting.
Crowd doing a what's the opposite of a rain dance? A fire dance.
So 58 required of 36 balls.
It's doable. It's absolutely doable.
It can be done. It's not impossible. Manjun is back onto ball.
Do we have the right men out in the middle for this? I say yes.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, well struck.
So down the long on for Michael Pasca. Bo is racing.
He's fast. He's quick. That's a great run.
And that's very good 2 runs stolen there.
Believe. Bonely fans and fans of Bonely fans. Bonely fans.
So it looks like the keepers have swapped. That Naresh is now keeping, and the Thunderstorms captain Santosh has gone to deep cover with Manju coming in to bowl.
Well done.
This will roll, but it won't get to the boundary.
The ball is pitched and turned at right angles once it hit over the gully fielder. Deep backward point. 2 runs?
So 2 runs there off the bat of Michael Pascoe.
2 runs will do it.
So, also, there's now a bit of 10. They know they've got to accelerate. This is a bit similar to the semi-final from this morning, where it's roughly around the same, and then they start accelerating from the 14th over.
Oh, well, another well struck, but again, just to that deep cover fielder.
Straight down to Santos, the captain. Not one of the better throws from the players. That's why it's also he's got a good set of players with him to also guide him today.
Pasqualoni starting to question his own ability to penetrate the field.
Well, I don't think there's any question about Pascoe penetrating.
Again, we need an expert to come in, but there's bunted for a single. They're going to have to take those.
And a bit of a misfield for Manju. Also, hand on hip. Don't know if he did a bit of a tweak there of the hip, but got that throw back in a lot flatter than Santos did. Santos must be listening livecast because he looked over to us just then. Maybe did not appreciate the feedback.
Tense moments. Oh, another big wheels. That's a better place. That's a better place to put that ball.
It seems a bit slower than the other fielders.
2 runs. Is there one on the arm? There is not.
The ball was got back in by Santos, thank God. So he did somehow just prevent another run being stolen.
He's got one baseball sock on. I don't know what that's about. Maybe he's going to pitch.
Maybe he's trying to develop a new style.
There's talk. It's got his down leg. It's wide. They can't afford 2 runs there.
So we got Harry with us, Harish. Harish, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Can you give us also some comments, also being out in the middle before with Michael Pascoe, how things were going, how the ballers were, the pitch was playing?
Well, the pitch is behaving better than the morning, for sure. The plan was simple, I think, just to rotate the strike with Pascoe. Unfortunately, misjudged that run out there, just milled it to the cover, I think. Yeah, but I think the chat in the middle now, I guess, is just to rotate, strike, don't go for the big shots, I guess. Pascoe's seeing the ball really well, and yeah, Bo's really supporting him well, I guess. So yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for your kind words, Harish. Again, when we commentated, beautiful fine leg swoop shot by Bo. That should definitely be free there. Michael's definitely running hard for it, and that's a beautiful run free. Again, Bo prides himself on being a good runner as a smoker, but Michael absolutely blitzed him there. Sorry, going back to Aussie before, I was just going to say during the commentary when you also got out, Harish, you're very unlucky. It was a very good fielding, pick up and field by the fieldsman, and also great throw back to the bowler at stumps level to get you out. If there was any mistake there, you would have been safe. So you got very unlucky. And thank God Jess has been listening to the live stream because he has returned with Pixel.
Pixel!
And for our viewers who are also waiting for a score update, I do apologise. I just need to get a few things first and foremost. But 15 overs have been completed. The score is also 96 runs.
I think that's the 100 actually now.
And a drop catch down, I want to say a cow corner. But a drop catch, Manjun drop catch, also kicking himself, very upset about it. But yes, 96 runs off 15, which would be...
I reckon that's actually brought up the 100, because that score update was from the start of the over, and I think we've about 5 runs in. So City getting over that psychological hurdle of the 100. There's one on this arm. Oh, he's backed up a long way. And will there be overthrows? Not today.
So it does seem like that Burnley fans, they're trying to time this run home now.
I think you're right.
It seems like it's 48 at the beginning of the over, 48 runs required from 30 balls. It's not impossible. We've seen stranger things happen as the bowler comes in.
Oh, it's Sky!
And it's safe. But it will be safe. No, definitely no second run there. Bo's messing with the fielder. Very tactical sometimes.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I've been very much a culprit of that myself. Trying to mess with the bowler or the fielder.
Oh, it's just so easy to do in this league.
It is.
They're all suckers. Yeah, well placed.
Down the cover where Santosh is fielding. Bo definitely wants the second because he knows he can get it from Santosh, but Michael has actually been a bit more respectful.
I think Bo needs to, have a chat with Michael now. They're going to have a chat, but I think he needs to say, stop ball watching. Look at me. I'm turning. I was halfway down the pitch. I was running to the danger end. We can't do this in singles. We need to do it in twos at least.
Absolutely.
So is that what's happening? No, they're probably no.
So end of the over.
I think Bo's having a smoke break.
Bo would love to have a smoke break, but he's taking the jumper off. There's 24 balls left. So at the end of the 16th over, 104 runs have been scored, with 40 runs required of 24 balls. Gentlemen. So 24 balls remain, 40 runs is required in this final. So again, T20 is a funny part of cricket where you can look at it and go 40 runs or 24. That could be tough, but when there's 6 fielders, excluding the bowler and the keeper, you got 24 balls where where sundries will equal to 2 additional runs. That gap or that score can close quite quickly.
Yeah, especially when you've got an informed batsman like Pasqualoni. He was man of the match last week, and I think at the start of it's a drop catch. I reckon that was right in front of the camera. I hope it was.
It seemed like that was definitely in front of the camera.
Was that a game-changing moment?
It was by the captain, Santosh.
Oh, he's kneeling.
I think Pascal knew to hit it at him for some reason. But a really big, unfortunate drop at Santosh.
Wow. Game-changing moment, possibly. A whip through gully.
That will be a very
2 runs here
moment.
as well, at least. Maybe 3 on the arm. Yes, go. He's quick.
And very good running by Bo.
Oh, well done.
That's 3 runs right there. So that could be a moment. That drop catch by Santosh.
I'm calling it. That's changed the game.
That could be a very critical moment in this match. If there is a moment that could define this match and a winner, that could be it.
You got the club's
We're not saying it is it, but we're saying if we look back on the books and the history, that could have been it.
Which we will, because the history books of Super 8s. I mean, they're right up there with
playing a miss by Bo Gleeson.
Ashes cricket, World Cups, and this. They will be remembered.
They will be remembered. Absolutely.
I'll remember them.
And you'll remind us.
Jimmy says it was a great vision of the drop catch. It was right in front of the camera.
Thanks,
for
Jimmy. Our viewer, Jimmy Butler.
Thanks for being our eyes on the bat. Oh,
unfortunately, could not play today because of COVID for bowling fans.
Bo has hit that from at most 2/3 of the way down the pitch. He was nearly at halfway. He must have been walking in with the bowler. He's forgotten that's about the fielding, not the batting.
Not the batting.
Don't walk in with the bowler. But he did well. Oh, Troy, I'm excited.
This will be a very good shot.
That was tough. That was right on his. Yes, another overthrow.
Oh, and there's another overthrow.
They've spooked him.
These overthrows by Thunderstorm have not been good.
Bowling fans are on it, and Thunderstorms are spooked.
I honestly think there's been at least maybe 8 runs of overthrows today.
I reckon the drop catches are coming from the same pressure. It's the running pressure.
Well, that was, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not see that on camera, it's a 50-50 chance, but probably more in favour to the batsman. It was very low.
It was right on the... Oh, yep. It was right at his hands on the ground. This is the arm. Look at that arm. That's out. And that's...
They didn't need to go for that.
He didn't need to go for that. They should know, and he's hurt. He's hurt. Someone out there. The square leg umpire's run out.
Where's the first aid kit?
It was near the chair. Whoa, hard scenes. Oh, he's up. It was Michael Pasqualoni's down. I think with the wicket keeper as he's whipped the bails off. They're running out. A bit of first aid, but he is up. And adding injury to insult, as they say. I mean, he did a great job to get us back in the game. We might take a little break. As the nerves calm, so we can just go and check on our fallen comrade.
Keep it top of the morning.
So we're not going to interview Michael because obviously he's in a bit of discomfort at this point in time, but obviously going out there not in great shape, ladies and gentlemen, but he has returned to okay. He's also talking to his wonderful wife. Obviously he's being looked after, ladies and gentlemen, so even though we do play hard, even though it's a social sport, we also care about one another. So but Michael's being looked after quite well at the moment by all involved. But also good throw by Si to the keeper to get Michael out. Also brings 30 runs required from 18 balls, I've been told. Got bow to face. And so Y's been given, so
28 of 17 now.
So it'll be 28 off 17. So again, this game's not done. There's still 2 wickets in the shed. 28 of 17. This is going to go down to the wire.
Well, that's what you in a grand final. I mean, that's what you want. So.
And Bo also
should
a
get
nice
2
good slap. Should get 2 here.
No,
but Basker's not up for it. So 27 off 16.
And the Thunderstorms need 2 wickets left.
Yep, so 2 wickets still in the shed for Burnley fans, ladies and gentlemen. We've got now Basker, the new batsman, on strike, facing Surat, who's coming in.
Guides that away, charging in. I think they'll just get the one here.
Yeah, so the one here. So 26 off 15 now. I guess, does it come down to Bo? Because obviously the run between the wicket between Michael, Pascal and Bo, obviously with Michael's departure, has slowed down now. So it's boundaries now the big question here.
Well, I mean
Oh,
he's walking.
He's walking.
He's walking. What? Hang on. What's going on here?
No, they've called a bump ball.
It's a bump ball.
They've called a bump ball. No, and there hasn't been any question or argument.
Yes.
Santosh, the captain, who always likes to throw opinion, has accepted that one from Syed. So that's very gracious of Santosh.
That's very good sportsmanship. But yeah, boundaries are an absolute must here. They've got to try and find several boundaries if they want to stay in this game. It's an absolute must.
So yes, 26 runs, 14 balls left is my working out. But we've got now Ollie back, obviously in the commentary team. He will give us a precise score update at the completion of this over.
Are they going to run two?
Oh, Bo really wanted that second, really wanted it.
Yeah,
but it's not going to happen.
Goodness knows they needed it.
So 25 runs we think's required now off 13 balls. This one's gone up. It looks like it's a keeper's catch. Oh. And it is a keeper's catch. So Basker falls, 6 wicket down.
Go Curtis.
Which brings in the last batsman for Bowling fans.
And that's
and that should be at the end of the over as well.
And that's now 25 off 12.
From our calculations. Yeah. Not impossible. Only takes 12 and a half over from here. Really, you just need 4 good sixes. Some people say.
Or four bad ones would be fine as well.
So I will repeat this, ladies and gentlemen. If there is a tie in the final, it will go to the team who finished better on the ladder, and that will be Thunderstorm. So obviously, Burnley fans have to win. They've got to win outright. They can't get a tied match like the great Australia versus South Africa match in the World Cup semi-final back in 1999. Because if that was to happen, Thunderstorms will be like Australia. They will advance. But instead of advancing, they will win.
Advance to victory.
It'll be a victory.
Very well analysed there, mate.
Still waiting on that update for you. I think I can see Syed typing, but it's not showing on my WhatsApp. So maybe he's just too engrossed in this contest.
Or maybe Syed's gone, I don't want to be friends with you, Ollie. No, we're no longer friends.
I should stop replying to him.
With photos.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, here we go. No, that's just a mate.
So obviously, Bo to face and Mandrew back on for they always call it the second last over. It's the predominant over.
Shout out to my mate George in Adelaide. He's just tuned in on the YouTube.
Oh, thank you for joining us, George, on YouTube. Oh! And that is the finals, ladies and gentlemen. A redemption story indeed for Thunderstorm from the last competition. And you know what? Deserved victory. Again, a really good final, a close final. But obviously the victors today is the Thunderstorm.
Just checking the front foot for a no ball. Might take a while for that footage to come through. Maybe a week or two once Pasca's past it. We might be back here next week.
to continue to play. But also a very good and deserved victory for Thunderstorm here today in the final. From my maths, it seems like a 24-run loss. If and when Syed sends it through. 25-run loss. So, seems like Burnley fans have been bowled out for 119 runs in the second last over of the final today, ladies and gentlemen. But again, well-deserved victory for Thunderstorm. They came back in this competition, also seeking a bit of revenge from last year for getting obviously beaten in the final by Burnley fans. This year, it's the old saying, bit of a tennis saying, they returned ace.
Yeah, very well summed up. I think the Thunderstorms are very hungry for this victory. I think, and going in there, their bowlers were certainly on the money pretty much the whole time, and despite a solid start from the Burnley fans after a loss of those couple of wickets and then a pushcar, it was always going to be tough going because with the tight bowling and the very good fielding out there, and finding hard to hit those gaps. Thunderstorm was slowly creeping their way up in the favourites win viz, and I think it was down to them in the end. I think they deserved it really much.
No, absolutely. They've been also the spectacular team of the competition. They've only lost one game coming into this final today of the regular season competition. That was the last round of the competition, so they've played really good cricket. They've been consistent. They've shown that also they've been really a storm to be reckoned with. And also, if you can't see on the video, hopefully you can hear in the background, they are absolutely celebrating, as they should, also for taking out this title, for getting a bit of victory. So no, well deserved. So no, congratulations to Thunderstorms.
Very deserved victory, and they played their hearts out. They're definitely the better team, and Burnley fans didn't go down without a good fight. Bowled very well to them. Tried hard to get those runs, but it was good contest worthy of a final. So definitely worth watching today. So congratulations to Canberra Thunderstorms, and best of luck to both teams in the next season.
No, absolutely, couldn't say it better myself. No, you're right, mate. Good victory. We were just saying, really good victory. We were all commentary saying, Josh, that that drop catch may have been the defining point, but thank God it wasn't.
It wasn't, because hey, thanks for the game. It was really a pleasure playing with Burnley fans. You guys are a very good team and tough team always. It's a good fight. Last year, same time, I missed the finals, but this year we took the revenge back.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's always a good team to play with. I enjoy playing with you guys. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
And it's been a pleasure. It was a really great contest out there, so well-deserved victory for Canberra Thunderstorms today. And you should be very proud of yourself as also the captain.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem at all.
Can you guys have champagne? No one's...
And co-commentator Ollie Vincent has spilt the Melbourne bitter on himself, which is also quite unfortunate. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening or staying tuned, also today contested between Canberra Thunderstorms and Burnley fans. Also, Canberra Thunderstorms won the toss, selected the bat. They batted the full 20 overs, making 143 runs with Sai top scoring for Canberra Thunderstorms. In return, the Burnley fans also batted, were bowled out in the second last over, making 119 runs in return and losing by 44 runs. And no, not 44, 24 runs.
25 runs.
25 runs in total. You can tell I need a rest from the commentary box. But hopefully we should be able to bring you the presentation in due course. And we would also like to thank also all the spectators who've also come to the ground live today. Thank you very much for supporting also both teams and also this wonderful competition. And for the spectators who've also tuned in via YouTube or the Canberra City Cricket Club Facebook page, thank you so much for joining our broadcast today. We absolutely appreciate it, and stay tuned for the presentation.
I need to pack away, pub.
I reckon we could have sprinted. I reckon you and I would have ran well here. I was like, let's take it to the last one. You played through one. You played through one. I saw that. We've been practicing those.
You and Pascal, I think both of you couldn't have run and go. Alright, boys, come in, everyone.
Head over there anyway.
Let's have a chat first. Boys, come in, everyone.
Renee's got loose.
Alright, let's pick all the cans. Aman, Harun, come.
Everyone can play golf.
Alright, boys. Everyone got a drink? Come on.
I don't believe
Hard for season. Hard for like how getting to go down. Making goals on there, but great ball. Everyone needs to go happy. We want this one. Yeah, and we wish the grand final. These guys, they're different. Yeah, we had a fun.
Thank you, Scott, for captaining us again, leading us around on the ground. Worthy job, we'll see, but someone's got to do it. So, again, from all of us, thank you for obviously captaining us this season. And again, for everyone else who will be playing alongside this season before this happened, it's obviously been a pleasure to play along here.
Ice? Ice guys, please.
The next time.
Let's go out somewhere, have some drinks.
Well done. Also, you should be. I don't know, like your hand. Let me help. Let me help.
Let's get the present.
Let me help.
Alright, I think we all need to go that side. Everyone, leave your stuff here. बड़ा ठीक चल रहा था 6 ओवर से 40 पहुंच गए
Take it up there. It was good. It was really well good. Score updates.
Score update was good.
Focus.
Yeah, that's good. Michael's run out was good. There wasn't any two there. I think you guys just went with the flow.
That arm's amazing. It was good. There were 2 warning throws before. I'll put this up there.
Let's bring this table a bit forward.
Forward.
Oh, yep. There we go.
Alright, ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Got it?
I'll take them on mine, I've seen.
You're taking on yours?
I will. Just easier, I think.
That's fine. Just leave it there somewhere. Or just check. Yep.
Bringing them all forward.
Yep.
All the players.
Make sure you're not in front of the camera on that side.
Hero दिख रहा हो यार? Suddenly hero दिख रहा है कैसे?
Photo
guys, come.
Only that way.
Thanks.
भास्कर भाई आप ले लोगे
होगी स्टार्ट
आपको दे गाड़ी लेते रहना ठीक और यहीं से आगे से करीब से लेनी Come, move in, boys, move in.
Right up to the.
Yep, just make sure you don't get in front of the camera. Yep. All good, Ollie? Yep. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to the presentation ceremony of the Division 2 Super 8's final on Saturdays. Congratulations to Canberra Thunderstorms for winning today. Also like to thank Burnley fans. They had a wonderful day, but unfortunately couldn't cross the winning line at the end. But a wonderful performance throughout the competition. Well done. Apart from the 2 finalists today, there were other teams that participated, 4 other teams, especially the finalists today, Lanka Lions, and SRI team also had a wonderful run to the finals today. Before we start with the Man of the Match individual awards, we have James Milligan here, the Shadow Minister for Sports and Recreation here today. Do you want to say a few words of appreciation, or you have been playing with Bondi Knights as well in the competition?
Yeah, Bondi Knights. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you here. Firstly, can we put our hands together for Jaffrey for putting together such an event? It is a mammoth task, really, to put these events together, both Saturday and Sunday. Run these events for at least 3 or 4 months. I know his wife's really happy because he's away from home on the weekends. But thank you, Jaffrey, for putting this together. I play in the Super 8s as well for Bondi Knights. We didn't do too bad this year. We made the semi-finals, but we thoroughly enjoyed it apart from the cold weather. but it's good to see you all here today. Congratulations on the winning team today, and was it Burnley fans? You're going to have to explain to me what that name means afterwards. But congratulations all in all, and let's hand out some trophies, guys.
Yep. Let's start with the Canberra Thunderstorm players. First Man of the Match award from way back when we started in April, Naresh. Yep.
Over here.
भास्कर भाई सामने आ जाओ जरा. Second one, Sai Krishna from Thunderstorms. थोड़ा सा और हो जाओ, नहीं आएगा कैमरा. बैकग्राउंड आ जाएगा ना साहब. Yep.
I don't think he's used the camera before.
Third Man of the Match, Aravind. Yep. Fourth Man of the Match, Naresh again. Yep, Sai Krishna. Yep, the sixth Man of the Match award, Aravind. For SR8 team, we have players from SR8. Anyone from SR8 here? Yep. First Man of the Match was Praveen. On this camera, other camera. This one. That's the official camera. Srikanth, there's others as well here. Archit. Yep. We go Gagan Reddy.
Gagan, how are you, buddy? Hey, Gagan. Congratulations. Great bowler.
Got Paraveen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for taking it back. Praveen again?
Yes.
Praveen.
Yep. And Gaurav Chahal. Yep, someone Naga can come and pick on his behalf.
Six-pack.
Yep, let's go to Lanka Alliance players. Madawa. Yep, I think Namesh will come and pick his. Now we have Udit from Lanka Alliance. We got Nimesh from Lanka Alliance. Got Parakum from Lanka Alliance. Yep, Udit can receive his award.
This time.
Then the last one was Amrit Singh from Lanka Alliance.
Come back here.
You can receive on his behalf as well. Next up, let's move to Nova Boniardia team. First man of the match for their win was Oliver Shepherd. Oi. Yeah, their second win was man of the match for the second win was Tommy Randall. He looked pretty similar to Tommy as well. Yeah, let's move to Burnley fans. First man of the match award for them was for Troy. Second man of the match for them was James Butler. Bo, someone can come and receive. It was the third man of the match for Burnley fans was Bhaskar.
What is it, Bhaskar? 5 minutes. Yeah, it wasn't for you. Show hand. Yeah.
That was for Bhaskar, but
I say Bhaskar?
yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Now I'll call Bhaskar. Yep. Bhaskar now. Bhaskar. Yep. And the last man of the match was for James Butler. Yep. Jack, come and receive it. Someone? Someone? Curtis can come and receive it.
He's not getting it either.
Now, let's move on to the individual awards for the best batsman of the competition. That was Namesh from Lanka Lions. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, scored over 350 runs. Before you go, Namesh, you want to say a few words, Mike? Huh? No? Oh. Yeah, best bowler of the competition was Sai Krishna from Thunderstorms. Top keeper of the competition was Namesh from Lanka Lions.
Keeping, eh?
And we got the two man of the match awards. Finals day man of the match awards from the first semi-final. It was Naresh from Canberra Thunderstorms.
That one?
No, the small ones.
Yeah.
These ones, yeah. The second semi-final man of the match was Bhaskar from Burnley fans. Yeah, picking up 4 wickets. Well done, Bhaskar.
4 wickets. Yeah, well done.
Shit does get wickets, Bhaskar.
It does, doesn't it?
Thanks, Oh, player of the match, player of the series award. There was a tough competition between Namesh from Lanka Lions and Sai Krishna from Canberra Thunderstorms. At the end, I think the difference was today's performances, and it went to Sai Krishna from Canberra Thunderstorms. The red ball.
That cost you. Okay.
Sai Krishna, you want to say a few words? Come, let me ask you a few questions. Huh? How do you? Let's face the camera. How do you rate your performance today?
It was a tough start for us. So there are 2 quick wickets, and there's so much pressure when I came in. Even the semi-finals, Arvind, our main wicket, got out in the first over, and it was like immense pressure back there. The pressure started from there, and which was continued till finals. It was like a great game. But Burnley fans, you guys given a very tough competition today, and good play by Michael. It was really good to watch you play every time. And finally, our team. So you guys are champions now, and thanks for support always. And thanks Jeffrey for always supporting me by phone. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks Sai. It was a wonderful performance today, picking up some wickets and scoring some runs in the final as well. Let's move on to the final match. We have 2 medals from the runner-ups team and the final champions team. Man of the match awards. The first medal for the player of the match from the runners-up team went to Curtis Roy for his excellent bowling.
Which one?
The silver one, yeah. I think he bowled 4 overs for 12 runs and picked up a wicket in an excellent spell of 4 overs. Congratulations, Curtis. Curtis, you want to say a few words before you go, being the man of the final?
Shit gets wickets, and maybe I'll get some more shit next week.
Player of the final was awarded to Sai Krishna for his excellent performance.
Yeah, and they're going cabinet. Over here.
Thank you.
Yep. Before let's call runner-up captain Pushkar to the stage. In the center. Pushkar being the champions last year, and I think it had to be Canberra Thunderstorms again in the final, becoming a very crucial game in the end. I think a couple of early wickets and then some of the middle overs, you guys couldn't really make the tempo for scoring some runs.
Yeah, it was a tough final, but it feels like yesterday we were here, like last year. But yeah, they've been the better team the whole season. But yeah, thank you to everyone. Like my players did what they could have done, and yeah, but they were the better team today. So congrats to them.
Yeah, apart from today's performances, I think you guys played a wonderful season running up to the finals day today. During the winter, we have some really cold winter days, mornings, one washout as well. And I think you guys played an excellent game in the semi-finals, making up to the final. Unfortunately, couldn't really cross the line, as I said earlier. But I think it was a great game of cricket today. So you want to call your players for the individual awards. James, you want to come in the center?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
In batting order?
Yeah. Harun.
भास्कर भाई सामने आ जाओ सामने से
Yeah.
मैं लेता रहा हूँ नाम उसका आधा रहेगा and we got Michael.
This one's yours,
yeah? I believe so. Who knows?
No, there was a one man of the match for you as well.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you got that. Harish.
Yeah, Harry.
And we have Bhaskar. And we have Curtis. And for the skipper, Pushkar.
We're on this side.
Call Penrith up. Penrith go.
And we have one more player, Praneeth Gala.
Hey, Praneeth.
Yep.
Thank you.
And we have the runners-up trophy for Pushkar as well. The big one. Yep. Now the turn for the winning captain, Santosh from Thunderstorms. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. You want to say a few words, or shall I ask you a question?
Yeah, that's fine. You can
Continue. I think you missed out the last year's final, not playing the final. I think you were away from Canberra, and seeing on live stream, being the runner-up. How do you feel today, being the champions, coming up against the same team, only fans?
Before I answer that question, I have to say something about Thunderstorms. Before I say something, I should say something about Thunderstorms. We started this team in a long time, like maybe 6-7 years ago, and we were always underdogs. And in the last 2 years, I think we came back very strong with few newcomers. Our team has become stronger and stronger every season. The last season, we gave a very tough comp with Burnley fans, and I missed the finals. I was not really happy with that because I had to do it with my wife. I had to go to Sydney to drop her off, so I had to do that. But this season, we won the game, and we feel it's really, I feel really great about this. It's not only for me, it's about the team fellows who actually supported throughout the competition. Throughout the competition, normally it's very hard to find the same 9 players or 8 players. I think we played the whole season with the same 8 players, 1 or 2 in and out. But most of the players were completely committed to the game. and that's the commitment took us this far, I think. I really, should thank each and independent individual person, like for example, Sai, Guddu, Arvind, Sharath, who's a long player since the last beginning of the Thunderstorms before me, Manju, Rohit, everyone. I got a name, even Sai. I forgot Sai. How can I forget Sai? And Srinivas, he's the one. He's the heart of the Thunderstorms, I should say. And YG, yeah. So I should thank the whole family and supporters. Like Arjun was coming for almost every quarter, and Naga supported quite a few weeks. Filling in us, Prasad, Shrikant, everyone from SR8. And I really thank, and Burnley fans, come on Burnley fans, I can't stop it. All right, it's a great honor to play with you guys all the time, and it's history repeats. We played finals last season and finals again this season. It was a tough competition, not an easy game, and every wicket we were getting, we were feeling the greatness in us. So thanks for the champagne as well. They actually gave a champagne for us to celebrate. Thank you, Burnley.
Thanks, Santosh. I think you guys can celebrate both. Congratulations to Burnley fans once again, making the finals, and Thunderstorms as well, winning the competition. Let's call your players in batting order. Arvind, Sai. Sai Krishna.
Sai Krishna, come on.
James, let James give the prizes.
Come on, please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Please do. No.
He can talk.
Yep, Sai.
Srinivas.
Srinivas.
And
Yep, Sai. Sai D.
Youngest member.
Sai D.
Congratulations, well done.
Nice, good ball.
Thanks.
Naresh.
Thanks, Naresh.
Got Sarat.
Congratulations.
Got Manju.
Manju.
कौन रह गया? अरविंद रह गया। Arvind.
Arvind.
Then Santosh, yourself.
Yeah, well done.
Winning trophy के लिए jacket उतार के लो ना. Yeah, you go back and come back. Yeah. We have the winning captain for the Champions Trophy, Santosh. I think he's just taking his jacket off so the photo comes nicer. Santosh. On this side.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for the presentation ceremony.
ये मैंने वीडियो क्लिक किया, वीडियो भी है, क्लिक भी है।
वीडियो क्यों लेना?
नहीं, क्लिक भी है इसमें, पूरा सब कुछ किया मैंने। अच्छा रहेगा देखना। किसको देना?
Is yours? Pasca's. Well,